And you're going into summer.
Yeah, that's why everything's breaking now, because new people are getting on trucks, and a lot of these trucks were sitting all year, and then they went straight into the shop, and nobody knew what the problems were because they hadn't been running. This is normal and expected.
Holy fuck.
But it all happens at once, and it just keeps going for a while.
So now it feels like you're trying to play a game of, oh my god, stop the dominoes, they keep falling.
Oh, also, I've been working for 3 weeks on my own at this point, and now they need to give me a trainee. They've only got...
That's funny.
Hey, Tribs!
They've only got like 5 total people that actually are full-time workers. Everybody already has trainees, and they're hiring up. It is a whole...
You'll be fine.
Hello, Tribbles.
Greetings, Tribbles.
Okay.
Wait, are we live?
We are, and I went live at 7:15, sir.
Oh. I didn't even know we were live. Why does he do that?
Thanks for playing. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go in tomorrow and have to start training somebody up.
On a truck that doesn't have a working lift gate.
Yeah. It might still have a working lift gate. It had been leaking for 2 days by the end of yesterday, and it was still doing stuff.
The advice I can do is if you know where to check the hydraulic fluid for the lift gate, make sure it's got enough in it to run for the day.
I mean, I could try
something...
pop the fucking box up, but I don't know.
Yeah, even so, that seems like something you don't want to have leaking, because hydraulic fluid...
No, that wasn't by
mentally
design, and we do set the time approximately, Death Save.
Indeed.
What happened?
Oh, we're getting flack for starting at 7:15.
The Wingers have arrived. So yeah, I might be doing training on a buckety truck tomorrow, or I might get the day off because they literally might not have a truck.
Your ideas are intriguing
So
to
we'll
me,
see
and I
how
wish
that
to
goes.
subscribe to your newsletter.
Oh shit, a subscription!
Magpaw has renewed.
Hey,
Look at that.
Look at Lisa started. I'm sorry, Tribbles. I was out sick 2 weeks ago. You're probably still going to catch me coughing every once in a while because I'm still getting over this fucking chest cold or whatever.
I mean, at least it's every once in a while.
Yeah. I'm way better now than what I was even just 2 days ago. Who got pegged?
I got an exercise, even though I'm the one who's learning the rules for the game.
very rude. Very.
I decided to just take a page out of Nate's book. I'm just gonna go in blind as a bat and hope for the best. Because it's a card game.
So what you're saying is
I'm
that
not
you're
great
going
with
to beat
card
all
games.
of us without even knowing what the fuck is happening.
I mean, maybe.
Would be funny.
He said it was similar to Gin Rummy, and I'm like, look, man, you're asking me to remember shit that the last time I played Gin Rummy was like fucking 23 years ago, when I was like 15. God, I hate having to fucking say that. That is just, Yeah, 23 years ago, I was 15.
It's okay. At least you're not as old as, I'm pretty sure everybody in chat right now.
Taste of things to come.
No,
Cribs has been nice to us.
Fritz has been nice to us, but I think I'm actually older than most of the people in our chat.
I wouldn't take that bet.
I said most, not all of them, most.
I still wouldn't take that bet.
Right now I've seen Tribbles, Madclaw, and Death Scythe.
Death Side's got me. All right, I don't feel so bad. Thank you, Death Side. You've made this old bastard feel young again. Appreciate you.
I know we've got some youngins in there, but they ain't fucking here right now. Oh no, Oxy's here.
Oxy's lurking too.
Hey!
So congrats.
Greetings,
You're not,
Oxy.
you're not younger than our entire chat, I think. I'm pretty sure.
I thought Oxy was
Hi,
younger than
Oxy.
me. I thought Oxy.
As a heads up, Oxy,
Yeah,
Next
that's what
week.
I'm saying.
Next week is Wasabi.
next week, mark your calendar.
Interesting.
I like how he holds that up and there's only like partially a box there because of the green screen.
He saw what it was. That's all I needed.
That kills me. Look at the green screen. The box has green on it.
Yeah,
Damn
that's
it.
gonna be fun.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That sounds like a problem.
It's okay. We could just have the wasabi circle and the little dude, just and the
So
stuff.
just be vibing. It'll be fine.
It'll just be floating on the screen. It'll be funny.
Oh, there's a shame fact.
Page 96, fact 7.
Yes.
Page 96, fact 7. Oh, speaking of Shane facts, I actually have a fact too that was kind of fun. Page 96. 96, fact 7?
Yes.
96. 96, number 7.
Oh, hey, Magic Moose Moo, welcome in.
Hey, welcome in. How you been doing? It's good to see ya.
Why would you do this to me?
Also, keep us in the loop if sound is a little weird tonight. We have just gotten a 4-mic setup running.
We do.
So-
see one of them right here.
Let us know how the sound is, how well you can hear us. If you hear too much of us, let us know.
Okay.
Chillin', doing dice throne tourneys. Nice, nice. How you been doing in those?
What you got?
I'm doing all right.
Page 96. Number 7. Amazing. 28 amazing ant facts. Male ants' only job is to mate with the queen. Males die soon afterwards.
Yep. Could be worse.
Yeah.
They could be bees.
That is true.
They could, in fact, be bees.
You sting some poor motherfucker and you rip out your guts and hemorrhage to death.
No. When male bees orgasm, their testicles explode.
That one.
Why? What? Oh my
I'm
god.
upset that I also knew that.
God damn it.
It does bring me some joy to watch a little more of PJ's Innocence die.
I know, right?
So, you know how different animals have different names for their groups, right? So, if you have a flock of what is it? Flocks of crows, and it's not called a flock; it's called a murder of crows.
Yeah.
That's why if you only see 2 crows together, it's an attempted murder. It's funny. If you have a group of frogs, they're called an army. Army of frogs.
Thank you.
Fair and balanced.
This comes from my chiropractic office. What do you call a group of flamingos? Brayden will love this.
I knew at one point, but no longer do.
It is a flamboyance of flamingos.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Accept your premise.
See? I knew Brayden would actually enjoy that one. It's a flamboyance of flamingos. That's got to be one of the best ways of describing a flock. They said that, and I was like, "What? You've got to be shitting me!" I pulled it up on my phone quick, and I'm like, "Nope. A flock of flamingos, literally called a flamboyance."
I've been wanting to play more Dredge so bad, Tribs. You don't know. Also, hi, Sinneth. Welcome in.
Greetings, Sinneth. Glad you could join us. We're just talking about weird facts from the insect and avian worlds.
Wolverine once and my rages all the time. I don't move. That's rough. Yeah, if you don't get your good cards in your deck for Dice Throne, that can sometimes be pretty backbreaking.
Yeah.
So who is your faction of choice, Magic Moose Moo? Because I do want to get some more of the Dice Thrones, but also I don't know how different they are from Season 1 and Season 2. Like, I feel like there's a limited design space there, so I'm worried about redundancy.
I do not know what a group of ferrets is called, Sinneth, and no, Magic Musu. The P&J does not stand for peanut butter jelly.
It could.
He's lying. Don't listen to him.
It could stand for peanut butter jelly.
He doesn't want you
My
to know
name-
the truth.
My name is the reverse of one of the old popes. Paul John. It's named after my grandfather.
I was going to try to spell innocent backwards, but that seemed very mentally taxing.
You would have also sent him back to the 5th dimension where he belonged.
You 5th mention, you think too small.
It is a business of ferrets. The life.
Business of ferrets?
That's kind of the nice thing about
the life.
animal
There has to
games.
be some kind of legal loophole where I can start a business and have the bank on the hook to the whims of a batch of ferrets. Someone help me achieve this Machiavellian dream to bring down a bank.
What's your business called? Group of ferrets.
Yeah, the nice thing about animal group names is that like everybody understands from like a grammatical perspective that most animals have some sort of specific name for a group of them.
Everybody's
There was no
nobody-
organized group setting this, so it's just somebody decides on a name and spreads it, and the one that wins just becomes it.
I want to know who in the hell, it had to have been something modern. I want to know who in the hell decided to call a flock of crows a murder.
Oh, I don't think that one is modern. That one
It's gotta be
that
modern.
sounds like some medieval ass shit.
A murder of crows? Like, why? What? What?
Probably the first
Fucking
motherfucker.
psilocybin tripped out motherfucker came up with that.
The first
I would
one
love to shake
pissed
his
off
hand.
a group of them.
And or the first motherfucker sitting
got
out
murdered
on a
by it.
battlefield watching them pluck the eyes out of the dead and the dying.
That is true. Crows are kind of.
They're hella smart.
Crows are hella smart. They're kind of cranky.
They're hella
Only
smart.
if-
Ravens are hella smart. Ravens are tricksy. Plus, they like collecting shiny stuff.
So do crows.
Both of them will eat your eyes if you give them the chance.
Just treat it
Also,
nice.
wasn't there a band called A Crow Left the Murder?
Probably.
Wouldn't shock me.
It's a good fucking band.
That name takes on
If there is
a whole new
we should
meaning
start
now
a
that I
band.
know that a flock of crows is called a murder. Crow left the murder.
As I say, I've known that fact for quite a while.
Okay, does anybody? All right, there's gotta. I'm gonna hate asking this, but I've got to anyway. Is there a name for a group of squirrels?
Almost certainly.
Almost assuredly there is.
I want to know what this is now. Chat, help us out. So we've got a murder of crows, a flamboyance of flamingos, an army of frogs. What do you call? We've got a business of ferrets. Jesus Christ, that's just weird.
Of all the people to ask this question, I am stunned that it's you.
Magclaw says a scurry of squirrels.
I love this. I love this so much.
Very funny, Magic Moose Moon. Really funny.
He is correct. Although I am also
It's a
seeing
scurry of squirrels.
I am also seeing Dre added, which is significantly less funny.
There are alternate names for a group of frogs, but the main one everybody refers to is an army.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Somebody decided to go with Fluffle for a group of rabbits.
10 out of
So
10, no
probably their
nuts.
new tricks did say it first.
The scurry of squirrels.
Yes. I can see it in
Fluffle-
chat history.
That just sounds like they put out, like, the scientists just like, let's do something fun for the kids, and they just asked a bunch of kids, it's like, what would you call a group
A nut of
of
squirrels.
rabbits? A nut of squirrels.
I would accept this as well.
A nut of
It's
squirrels?
funny.
Yeah. Maybe that's what a group of chipmunks is called. A nut of chipmunks?
It wouldn't shock me if they were also a
We've
scurry.
really gone down the fluffle hole on this one, haven't we?
Now, this is what happens when Callahan lacks call control.
Everybody likes the Fluffle hole.
That could be taken so many ways.
I know. I refuse to comment on it.
It's
Supper.
called a band.
A
Excellent.
band of chipmunks?
I love this.
Is it a jazz band, a rock band, country band?
There's no way it's a jazz band.
You don't know that.
You know what a group of thrush is called?
A group? Wait, a what? Oh,
Thrush.
ground thrush?
Yeah,
The birds?
yeah.
Those weird ones that have wings but almost always refuse to fly unless it's a last resort?
It's called a mutation. Allegedly, according to this website, based on an ancient belief that they shed and regrew their legs each decade.
What the hell? That's gotta be some medieval shit there. That's a mutation of thrushes?
Yes.
That can't be anything but medieval stuff.
I cannot guarantee, but that
Look,
is what the website
that's gotta be
says,
like-
and I
that's-
found it.
I
interesting
acknowledge
enough
what
to
I
stop.
must. That was not a must.
What, a mutation of thrushes?
No, apparently it's not a band of chipmunks, and I'm sad.
A barrel.
Aw.
Isn't it actually called a barrel of monkeys, though? Troop of monkeys. Troop of monkeys. That's what I thought.
I mean, that's the thing, right? You got to realize that like 90% of these are things that have showed up in the last like 20, 30 years. So it is I would genuinely not be surprised if a barrel of monkeys is in fact the standard way to refer to that.
All these squares make a circle.
A square of circles.
A fluffle of rabbits. That they had to have asked a kid
A
that.
parliament of owls.
I accept that premise. That is brilliant.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this.
Parliament of Owls. Animal Kingdom's weird, man.
Sure, fuck it is.
Yeah, but is it weird because
No, it's
of
weird.
the animal kingdom, or is it weird because we decided we needed to name it weird things?
That.
The answer is
Well,
yes.
actually, yeah, the answer is yes. There's some weird shit in the Animal Kingdom where even humans are like,
Nah, fam, that ain't me.
yep, nope, we're not dealing with that. But it's a new species. You can have your name on it. Exactly why we're not dealing with it. Let somebody else take credit. Parliament of Owls.
The thunder of hippopotami.
Is that actually what it is?
I actually think that's correct. I seem to remember.
A thunder of hippopotami?
In fairness,
You know what? Yeah, they come if you got a stampeding hippopotami coming at you, it'd be
and
thunder
they are
noise.
ill-tempered as all get out.
Very much so. Except apparently for Mudang.
No, Mudang is the most ill-tempered, just too small to do any real damage.
Just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Can only scream.
Scream loud, but only scream.
A crash of that tracks.
Yep, that is actually correct.
A crash of rhinoceros.
Yes. I know that because that was on a magic card fairly recently. So
Really?
it's just crash of rhinos. Yep. it delivers what it promises. It makes 2/4/4 rhinos.
Glorious.
Parrots, a pandemonium. Now, is that because they
See, I'm sad that it's a pandemonium
Talker.
because they missed the opportunity to name them a cacophony of parrots.
No,
That's probably the name of another one.
no, it's a pandemonium because pandemonium is where the demons go, and parrots are smart enough to tell you to do crime.
Yeah, but I would have thought that would have gone to peacocks.
No, they just
Because
pray.
peacocks are the devil.
Peacocks are very mean.
They're the devil
but,
bird.
but they can't tempt you about it.
No, they look awful pretty. They can tempt you in to get close and then scream at you for fun.
Yeah, what do they call? What
Yeah,
do you call a
that's
flock
what
of
it's being
peacocks?
an asshole.
An asshole of peacocks.
Probably a parade.
Can we officially name it that? A flock of peacocks is just called an asshole.
You have one orange jug a week.
The answer is yes. It will rip off all of the labels, so this is what I always bring in. It's peach. It's also only like $3, and this is a lot of fluid for $3.
That's true. All of that is accurate.
a tower of giraffes?
That makes sense.
Yeah, that
I'm
would
on
make
board.
sense. A lot of these make sense. Then
Some
you
of
got
them are
some
just
of them that are just weird.
Yeah.
And you got others just like,
That's fun.
why? Tower of giraffes. Where's the old man at?
That is a wonderful question. Has
It
he
is.
alerted us to anything?
Let me double check on the
Discord.
Discord. What do we got? Oh, there is post in the admin channel. A few minutes late, stuck on a weird one. Ah, on his way.
Call control. Called it.
I feel like Shane gave him the solution to this.
He did. You're correct. You recall correctly. Everything you say is correct.
Like 70%.
In this particular case,
Like 85%.
there you go.
50-50.
Stop hurting your case.
We've also come to the conclusion that the
That's
simultaneously best and worst person you could ever have come into the group to say, I'm going to need you to be cool about this, is Larry.
It's accurate. Here he is. He heard me sassing him from afar.
He lives!
How good of you to join us.
Hoy hoy.
Hoy hoy indeed.
What's this?
This
Is
is
Illimat.
Illimat.
You know, that game that we were going to try and play 2 weeks ago before I came down with acute bronchitis or whatever it was that I had. That,
No memory of that.
yeah, because
I believe you. Wholeheartedly do I believe you.
it's okay. He's getting old.
Instructions.
There you go.
All right.
Wonderful.
How is everyone tonight?
We have been
Still got a lingering cough. Other than that, pretty good.
we've been discovering the names for groups of specific animals, many of which are hilarious.
We're doing what now?
A group of rabbits is called a fluffle.
A fluffle?
A fluffle of
A
rabbits.
fluffle of rabbits.
Is that a real thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
That's
are
what
you
we've been
lying?
doing.
No.
No, that's what we've been doing. Is we've been going over what
Yeah.
different groups of animals are.
And it
What
also,
is a different? What is a group of groundhogs called?
We haven't done that one
that's a
yet.
good question, Chad. What's a group of groundhogs called?
Because whatever it is, so about 4 or 5 days ago, on my way to work, and stop me if I've already shared this.
Cast a new Gandalf. I have no memory of this place.
Years from now, will it be? Will Illimat still be a modern card game?
A colony
It
or
never
a
was.
That's what
Okay.
it was. Colony or
So there is
coterie.
a colony or a what?
Cockery.
coterie.
Coterie.
Coterie. Okay,
Yeah.
so on my way to work and on my way back every day,
Yeah.
in the same spot is a colony of groundhogs. They're within 30 feet of each other. So, and there's 3 of them, and they just hang out, eating shit on the side of the road.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
And I look forward to seeing them every day.
Yeah, it's kind of
And
neat.
Some days, not very often, when I drive by, they're not there. I get worried.
Yeah.
Like to the point where I have dubbed my luck in the day on whether or not I see the groundhogs. Anyway, so there was nothing going on Memorial Day, right?
Sure.
Correct.
So the wife asked, "Well, what do you want to do now?" We were sitting around. I was like, "Honestly, I want to go buy a bag of carrots and some other shit and go feed the groundhogs." She's just like, "Well, how do you know they'll be there?" And I was like, "We'll be there." Like, it is our appointed time.
It's our appointed time.
And so we went out, we got a bag of carrots, and then we went home and I gave him I got a chunk of cucumber and strawberry and some other stuff.
Just to kind of see what they like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we drive out there, not seeing any groundhogs. I'm like, fuck! And then all of a sudden, they're all like side by side. Like, all just sitting there. And I was like, oh, great. And it was right by a corner. So I turn on the corner. We get out there and we start walking up. We get within like 10 feet of the side of the road because we got to cross a busy street to get to them. And they all just look up and all of them just haul ass. That's how they stay alive.
Yeah, that's
So-
smart.
That's right.
We tossed some stuff out there and I made a little teepee of carrots and then we threw the rest of it. And the next day, when I was on my way out to work, I saw no groundhogs. And I was like, fuck, I scared them away forever.
As you do.
And on my way back, I saw 2 of the groundhogs there throwing down on carrots. it was a great moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, nailed it.
Excellent.
All started because I brought up Trolls requested a Shane fact about ants. Page 96, fact number 7.
What's that called?
Hydrate in the stretches.
Is that also a
It's a
colony?
colony of ants, yeah.
Colony.
Yeah,
Okay.
colony.
Stretches, huh? Okay.
And a hydrate.
And hydration.
Do I talk directly into the microphone? Does this?
I mean, you could if you want to.
Yeah, everybody gets their own now. That's what I've been working on.
We don't have to have Callahan ASMR pipe directly into our ear holes. So feel free, have fun.
Every once in a while, my
This is an ancient.
my
game.
chiropractor has we'll have like a riddle or like a question up on the marker board, and when I was in there, it's just like, what do you call a group of flamingos?
Oh,
And I'm like,
fuck.
it's a flock, and I was just like, no, it's not it. I'm
No,
like,
it's
all
not.
right, what is it? And they said what it was, and I'm like, I'm writing that down because that's going to be a great fact to share on stream. And ironically enough, that was a Monday 2 weeks ago, right before I wound up getting sick.
Do you do anything special for pelicans?
I don't know what pelicans are. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance.
Didn't know that.
Yes. Flamboyance of flamingos. So we have flamboyance of flamingos. We've got a crash of rhinoceroses. We had what was the hippopotamus? Hippopotami?
Thunder, I believe.
Thunder of hippopotami. A parliament of owls. A parliament of owls. A business of ferrets.
I like that.
Yeah.
Business ferrets.
Yeah. Business of ferrets. You've got an army of frogs. You got the murder of crows, obviously.
The murder of crows and the unkindness of ravens.
All right, I am.
That's what it was. That's what ravens are. Is it kindness or unkindness?
Unkind.
There's so many rules in this. Can I learn this just by playing?
Yeah, the book
what is
a
it?
lot more complicated than
Brief of pelicans?
A brief of pelicans.
Love this.
That just makes them sound like pompous British people.
Have you ever seen a pelican?
Yes.
They're
They do
pompous
look
British
pompous.
people. They wander around, they stare at you, they steal your shit, and they eat your children. Very British.
You know what? Fair enough.
Children eating.
It's the pelican brief.
I get it.
Wait, does that mean that seagulls would be boxers?
No, that's a flock.
Pelicans are idiots? Yes, they are. They're also evil. Very important to understand.
Distracts.
And it's what, a pod of dolphins? And
Yes, a pot of dolphins.
sea manatees are called. Or maybe I should just stick to land.
It's stupid.
Or well, birds. They kind of.
A conspiracy of lemurs.
Yep.
That
That
is
is also
fucking
correct.
awesome.
I know that one.
That is great. Mostly because they seem like they're kind of the conspiracy types.
They do. They're very crafty.
Okay.
Primary thought in their head is I'm going to put that in my mouth.
That's what she said.
And that
Pelicans, yeah. Scavenging of seagulls.
We saw the cauldron of bats. Don't you worry.
It's a
Wait,
a flock of bats is called a cauldron.
It is.
Yes.
I don't know.
Somebody
That's
enjoyed Halloween a little too much for that one.
I mean, you don't think that there were like actual scientists or something coming up with these
Also,
names?
no.
They were just cool.
The
shit that
witches have
people
been around
decided to
since
do.
the 1600s at least.
What makes you think she is a witch? Well, she turned me into a newt.
Yeah, that's it.
A newt? Well, I got better.
Generally do.
Okay.
One last
Okay.
one. A scourge of mosquitoes.
That
Yeah,
track.
that sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
Everybody
Yep.
on board with that name? That's,
Yep.
Yeah.
1,000% on board with that name. So, you have a nice little cheat sheet here
Okay.
that will tell you the different actions you can take on your turn.
Okay.
And on the back, it will tell you the points that you were trying to go for each round.
Okay.
And the nice thing about this game is that the goal is simple. You want to get to 17 points.
And you don't want winter cards.
And you generally don't want winter cards, but there are ways to make them good.
Oh, I'm on the top right.
I can flip it back and
Oh no, I just now noticed that, which is weird because I was helping him center this earlier. I
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention. I was just gonna look at the camera,
Where am I?
and you're on the top left.
Oh, yeah, that's odd. Something's not right.
Yeah,
because I flipped the camera before, but I can flip it.
it's fine.
Not a game. Actually, it works better this way, and I'm glad it works.
Yeah, it looks better this way. It'll be fine.
Here's a dealie for you, and a dealie for me, and a dealie for you, and
Alright.
a dealie for you.
That's fine.
Yes.
Are we rolling to see who goes first?
I
I have
think
search on.
rolling would be appropriate, I think, because whoever is dealer is going to have an impact on how the seasons work,
All right.
which are right up here.
Big numbers. No
Have you
maybes.
played Gin Rummy before?
Yes.
You're halfway there.
Okay.
40.
I'm making sets.
Damn it!
Got it.
Somehow you managed to cough a D100 for a couple of
Oh
seconds
man,
there.
I'm special like that.
You're goddamn right.
No, my little boo bob.
That's destroy him.
Right loses.
So does Nathan, because he got a 25.
Yeah, Drax.
I'm actually higher than somebody for once. That's a first.
Hey, good job.
Raiden got.
This
a
Sir Chuck.
25.
What? How am I in the lead with a 40?
Nathan, you lost
I'll
about
take
25
care of
to make
this
sure somebody's
business.
in
Not for the 10, you won't.
10.
Wow.
round.
I think the witch must therefore be PJ since he got the highest.
All right.
How did
So strange.
No,
with a 40?
apparently. So,
Okay.
the arrow indicates who the dealer is at the start.
Okay.
You will notice the board is divided into 4 quadrants. We have spring, we have summer, we have autumn, and we have winter.
The arrow's not pointing at anyone.
It's pointing at PJ's scoreboard if you follow the line. Or actually, it's pointing at, sorry, it will be pointing at PJ's scoreboard now.
Yeah.
Because yours goes this way,
Gotcha.
his is that way. So,
Okay.
so yeah, so spring, summer, autumn, winter. Now, each of these fields is going to start with 3 cards. Oh, good, that field sucks.
Is that all?
Oh, wow. Yeah, it does.
Now, this deck has
That's got a full. Jesus. No, it's the Fool of Autumn.
No, that's good. He's worth bonus points.
He is worth bonus points.
So, here's the deal. The season that a given field is looking at restricts what actions you are allowed to take in that field.
Ah.
So, for
You see
example,
right here. So,
you see on the box here where it says you can't do a certain thing.
Oh,
so,
okay. Yeah.
like for autumn, do not sow.
Harvest, do not stop.
And summer has no restrictions.
Yes, you can't discard your card into the autumn field.
Okay.
You can't harvest from the winter field, which isn't really that big of a loss because
got
that
it.
field's got kind of a bad spread.
So these nice little
Monopoly
figurines
pieces.
are the Oku.
That's a tooth.
It is a tooth. You may claim an Oku, which is worth 1 point. If you look at the point side of your little cheat sheet, when you clear out a field.
Okay.
That is one of the 3 things you are allowed to do. The second thing you are allowed to do is you may choose to flip over one of the Illimat friendos here, the luminaries. They have special abilities. You may not look at them right now. Once they are flipped over, they have an effect on their field. The third thing you're allowed to do if you clear a field is if there is a face-up luminary in that field, you may choose to take it. You may only perform one of those 3 actions when you clear a field. So you either take one of these,
Take an Oku,
flip one of those over,
flip it, or take a flipped over.
or take a flipped over one to add to your pool, which is worth points. I believe they're also worth 1 point.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And each of the fools is worth 1 point. Bonus points.
Yes, each fool, Oku, or luminary is worth 1 point.
But the queen ain't worth shit.
No.
No, however, the face cards, the queen, the king, the fool, when you play them in a field, this friendo rotates to match their suit.
Lead with that next time. So say I had the King of Summer in my hand, and I just wanted to discard it. I didn't want to keep it.
Oh, you put it in a
So so if I dump it in this one here,
This box will
it
rotate.
rotates
I got
so
it.
that the summer faces the King of Summer.
Correct. That is 100% correct.
Which is ironic that the summer side is currently facing the Queen of Summer as it is. So
Yes.
that was just a happy coincidence.
Now,
There is no limit to the number of cards that can be in a field.
correct. Now, the other thing to note. This is a 65 card deck because there are 5 suits, not 4. If you play a face card of stars, you may rotate the box however you see fit.
How many is it a standard 13 card?
1 to 14, it's a 13 cards per suit. The Fool can count as either a 1 or a 14.
Okay.
Determined when you play it. Beyond, and then each player will start with 4 cards in their hand,
is
except
marked
for the dealer, who starts with 3.
That's poop.
And then at the end of your turn, you draw back up to 4
Why do I only get to start with 3?
because you're going first,
That's
and that is
yes.
deemed to be an advantage.
How is that an advantage?
You get to do
You
shit.
get to do shit before anybody else. Now, on your turn, you're allowed to make one of 3 actions, as noted on your little cheat sheet, but for chat. You can harvest, which will collect cards that match the value of the card that you play. You put all cards involved in this action into the harvest pile. So you pick a card from your hand, you play it, You take cards that match the value of your card, either just straight up or that add up to the value of the card you played. And you can do multiple at the same time. So, for example, if you played a 5 on a field that had a 5, a 3, and a 2, you could take all 3 cards as part of that harvest action. Because the 3 and the 2 add up to 5.
If you're when you're playing the harvest, that matches the value of your cards.
Your cards. You pick a card from your hand, you play it, and you harvest from one
Does it get
field.
played into the field?
It says all cards that match the value and then all cards involved in the action go into the harvest pile. So technically, yes, but it's not going to stay there through your turn.
So you pick it back up.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
If you sow, you simply discard a card into the field.
And why
Of
would
your
you wanna
choice.
do that?
Well, there can be a few reasons. You could slow down someone from clearing a field to get a point or a luminary.
Okay.
You could set yourself up for a card on a future turn if you wanted to do your own harvest action.
You might just not have any.
You might not have any cards you can do anything because you must play at least one card and perform one action. So
Card with one or more cards in the field could create new value.
right. So how that works is stockpiles can work one of two ways. You can either play a card from your hand and combine it with one or more cards in the field to create a value. Note that the value that you create, you have to have a copy of that card still in your hand to make that value. So no doing shitty things like making 20s when 20s don't exist in the deck. You have to, say you play a 13, you could either play a 13 or you could play a 6 from your hand and combine it with a 4 and a 3 in the field to make 13 and put it in the stockpile.
Where's the stockpile go?
Stockpile will go in your nice little corner here. It's part of
Here?
I believe that's where the
How
stockpile
do you
is.
get your stockpile?
Anybody may harvest a stockpile using the harvest action. Anybody may also add to a stockpile or change the value of a stockpile as part of their action as well.
Does it matter which field it's in?
Nope.
It
You can
does
play
not.
Any field that you want, just so long as you do not.
The catch being
Okay.
you cannot harvest in winter, so obviously you can't harvest any stockpiles in there.
So,
And you can't
Okay.
stockpile in spring.
and that season changes. So right now,
Yeah, so
you stockpile, you're safe. But if we rotate it, then you're fucked.
correct.
Or, whatever else. Yeah, because
Okay.
anybody can take from any stockpile.
But then you can't.
I can't harvest it.
You can't harvest
But
it.
in order to
Also-
actually get cards to score with, you have to harvest.
Yeah, and also, when someone does a stockpile, they are telegraphing a card that's in their hand because they must have a card that matches when they take the stockpile.
Now, how do you score points then? How do you?
That happens at the end of the
So,
round.
at the end of the round, if you flip over your point scoring, in addition to the Fool, Okus, and Luminaries you collect, if you have the most cards, not including Luminaries, you get 4 points. If you have the most summer cards in your collected cards, you get 2 points. If you have the most winter cards, you lose 2 points.
And stars aren't worth shit.
Stars aren't worth shit. Stars' whole thing is that the face star cards can change the season.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is autumn. The little oak leaf. Winter is a snowflake.
Yep. Summer is the sun.
Summer's the sun.
Spring is the little
sprout
sprouts.
plant. Oh, and it's right on here.
Yep.
It's,
Yeah.
it's actually
And
on
it
the-
writes it on the card for you so you can understand it. This looks complicated.
Okay, so let me just start off
But-
with this. See if I get this right.
Face cards, sorry.
Yeah.
He
So
writes it on the face cards.
I'm gonna take the harvest action. I have a 9 of spring.
Okay.
So if I put that over here,
Mhm.
8 and 1 will equal 9, right?
That is correct.
So I harvest all 3.
You harvest all 3 of those. So
Good.
they're for you. And then you will set them off to the side. That is your part of your stockpile, or your bumper crop, rather.
Okay.
And then you will draw back up from the deck to 4 cards.
Now we can only play 1 card per turn.
Correct. You must play 1 card per turn, and you must take one of the actions that I outlined per turn.
Huh. All right. That makes sense
Now,
for.
This
only
can
one
take
card.
place over multiple rounds. The game is not going to be over in 1 round. We will
Yes.
stop playing when
One.
we are out of cards in the deck.
Yep. And that'll be the end of that round. If nobody's at 17
On your
points,
turn, you must play 1 card. from
You
your
must,
hand,
yes.
Any one field, and perform one of the following actions.
Correct.
But when you harvest, you get yours back.
yes.
Also, I need to know when the deck contains 3 or fewer cards because any unrevealed luminaries are exiled from the game at that point. left.
Okay. But he didn't clear that out. What's
He did
left?
not. All that's left over there is a 4.
Correct.
And it is not a winter. This looks complicated. It's going to be very easy to understand through gameplay.
All right. I'm on board.
So, going clockwise, Nathan, it is your turn.
So I am. All right. So harvest. I will play this 6. So I get both these 6s back.
Would, yes.
All right.
Sure would. And then you will draw back up to 4 cards from the deck.
Okay.
And you said these go up to 13 per suit?
There's
There are
13
13 cards
suit.
per suit. The Fool counts as either 1
And
or
there's a
14.
pool of each season.
Yes.
Okay.
There's,
Got a
there's
1
one of every
or 14.
number leading up 1 to 14, if you count the Fool taking 1 and 14.
Okay.
65 cards in the deck. Alright, so my turn. I'm actually going to look at what I have now. Okay. Wow. Okay.
How do you? Oh, so it's only when you clear a field that you get to
There's
choose
65
either a
cards
luminary
per
or
deck. That doesn't make any sense.
13 cards, 5 suits.
Okay.
Because the stars is the 5th
5
suit.
suits, got it. Right.
Okay, this is booty.
You're a duty.
Probably. Hey, everything that's going on here. Okay.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
It's not.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
Having
sure
a
it'll be
10 would
fine.
be great right now.
Uh,
You could harvest the
That's
entire
okay.
field.
And this is just unfortunate.
So how do you draw new cards?
At the end of your turn, you draw up to 4. You will always
How
have
do we
to
get-
play at
How
least
do we get more
1.
cards in the field?
So, when a field is emptied after the thing happens, 3 new cards will be seeded into the field.
It automatically sews it back.
And I assume it's impossible to stalemate.
Should be
It
impossible.
we'll
would-
figure it out.
Yeah, it should not be possible to stay.
Well, yeah.
But
Because we'll play until we're out of cards, so it might be that we don't do anything for a while. But there will always be at least 1 card flowing to the field and to our hand every turn. Because you must play at least 1.
Oh, right. And if you can't harvest, then you have to.
You have to sow,
Yep.
or you have to stockpile. If you can
And
stockpile.
how pile you got us.
Got it.
But stockpiling requires you to effectively have 2 copies of the same number in your hand.
Nope, I'm with you.
Okay. Well, this is all duty.
You're a
So
duty.
I'm gonna do.
Can I stockpile from any field?
Yeah,
Mmm.
as long as it's not a forbidden action. thanks to
I've
the
got
season.
evil to do.
remember, something can fuck it up.
You can't sow,
Lots of
you can't
things can fuck
harvest, and you can't stockpile and spray.
No stockpiling in spring. No sowing in autumn. No harvesting in winter. Summer you can do it.
Okay, so I'm going to
Tribbles
sow.
has requested another fact.
Paid. What is it?
Page 13, fact 7.
Now, if I stockpile in summer, does it go here in my field or does it stay?
It stays in summer.
Stays in the field.
It stays in summer.
Page 13, number 7. Well, I'm going to
I am going to play the Queen of Autumn over here,
2, 3,
which means because I've played the Queen of Autumn,
Seven.
There
the season rotates to autumn on that field, which changes what you're allowed to do in the other fields now.
This is 33 bridge facts, Tribbles, and I apologize to any Turkish listeners because I'm going to butcher the shit out of this
And
name.
then I'm going to draw.
You sowed the
Before Turkey's
Yeah, change-
Kanakale
because it let me
Bridge,
change the seasons.
Sonnet.
Why would you
Oh,
do that?
before Turkey's
One, I
Kanakale
couldn't
Bridge
harvest,
opened in
and
2022.
I wanted to make sure that that wasn't an easy picking.
What was it? This?
I flipped a bunch of stuff around so that you can't stockpile here where there's a bunch of lower cards, and that you can't harvest here because there's only 2 cards there. So yeah, I did it to make it harder to do things.
Because he's a dick.
Yes.
So,
And then I
Tribbles,
grew back up to 4, so it's your turn.
quick Shane fact. Before Turkey's Sanakale Bridge opened in 2022, Japan's Akashi Kaikyo Bridge held the record for world's longest cable suspension bridge. So Turkey now holds the world record for having the longest
I'm going
cable
to-
suspension bridge in the world.
I have to reveal my card, right?
Well,
Yeah.
like
No, guys. Can
What
I
the fuck
harvest
is that?
the 10 and the 2 from here then?
Sonica Collar?
Yes, you
Yeah, I don't
can.
know.
There is no
I
restriction
got
on
no
what you're allowed to do. However,
I do not know
you
turkey.
played a face card.
I did.
What is the face card?
It's the Queen of Spring.
So
But I
because you
pick
played,
it back up, don't I?
yes, but because you
Oh, it
played the
still
face card, it still rotates.
It still rotates.
So now it's spring over there now.
Okay, I got you.
Yep. That's why you play it in the field, even though you're picking it back up. It impacts
Because
the
it,
board.
it changes shit.
And the stuff that you harvest goes into your harvest pile.
Yep, that goes into your harvest pile.
Oh, wait.
That's yours. Just set it to the side.
All of it?
All
Yes,
of it,
all of it.
including the one you
Put it in the
play.
garden plate.
And then you will draw back up to 4 cards, which means you should draw at least 1 card.
Now, do I get that? All right.
No, you don't. You don't get them back.
You get nothing.
You set them back up here next year.
But these still count for points later.
Yes,
right?
those will count
Yes,
for points.
those will be when we are
Horrible, I
looking.
got a winner card. Okay, I did. All right.
This will be when we're
Alright.
looking at the bumper crop later.
All right.
Yeah, you're catching on.
Autumn
Yes.
do not
By
sow.
making mistakes.
Nobody's played this before. Everyone's going to make mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
I've just led with, well, I can't do anything productive for me, so I'm going to be an asshole to the table.
I like it. I like where your head's at.
And once we reveal one of the luminaries, I'll tell you what they do, because they have special abilities that are in the book, and they are important for the field they were revealed in. And they're neat.
Ooh, I'm going to play, even though this is a fucking winter card, it's I only play that
You
guy.
can only play
Actually,
one card, or you can play multiple cards.
So you must play 1 card from your hand. You can only play 1 for harvesting. The only time where you care about playing 2 cards is for the stockpile action.
Then I
You have to
bonus,
use 1.
Because I could have used this to harvest the Queen of Summer. That's okay. Not at that time, because it was winter.
Right. You wouldn't have been able to do that.
But I should have held on. Okay.
But
That's all right. I'll figure it out.
Oh, wait,
the
no,
only
this
time
is
you need to
like
play
the-
2 cards is when you're dealing with stockpile. Because you need to have 2 of the same number to stockpile. 1 to perform the action, and 1 to legally harvest that action.
8 of stars in the spring. I'm
That's
going to
probably-
harvest that. Which
Okay.
empties that field out. So
What
now
would
I
you
have
like to do?
2 options. I can take an Oku or I can flip the Luminary.
Yes.
Sorry, Okus. I'm going to take the little burb.
Take the burb. The burb is yours. Enjoy your points. Congratulations. We'll add it on at the end of the round.
It's a birdie.
Well, it's burb. It does not stand up.
They are not meant to stand up well.
I have it standing up. It's probably
job.
not going to stand up.
Probably not.
And now I draw a card, and then the 3 flip out, or the 3 flip out, and then I draw.
Let me check real quick. Reseed the field with 3 cards from the draw pile if any of the following conditions are met. There were unclaimed Ocus tokens on the Illimat at the start of your turn. There were. You reveal the face down luminary in the field. You did not, but you already met one of the conditions, so it's reseeded immediately. So we get that. Get that.
5 of spring, 3 of stars, and a 6 of spring.
Fuck.
Now I draw my 1.
And then you draw back up. Yep. And now, shitty card. It is Nathan's turn.
All right. So stockpile. So let's say that I stockpile 7 on this 3. Do I then immediately play another card to harvest that, or do I have to wait for it to go around?
It has to go around. You have.
Okay.
So let's say that you want to do a stockpile and you want to combine a 7 in your hand with a 3 in the field to make,
make a
10.
10.
You must have a 10 in your hand to perform that action.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Wait, you can't stockpile in that field because that's where spring's currently at.
Correct. No stockpiling there.
Yep.
It is forbidden.
For both.
All right. I've got a
Plan?
plan.
Is it a good plan?
Burp is the word.
Barrett.
No.
I just need to tweet all about it. We do.
That is indeed why I took the burb.
The burb is the word.
The burb is the word.
Verb is the word.
The burb is the word.
I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'd like to do.
That's yes. You know what?
That's the.
Oh, right, because I
Things
got a
can
whole
change.
lot of shit that's going to change between here and there.
Nobody has any idea what they're doing.
I'm just
That's
collecting.
the whole point.
I'm collecting.
I
3
demoed
cards.
this game almost a year ago, and it was one of the ones I was most excited to get to the table, but it was also the one that I was the most intimidated by.
And it's a
It's actually pretty straightforward now that I've looked at it and understand it.
what is a brisk 15 centuries old? Is that what it was?
It's pretty old.
So I'm going to take a Night of Winter And I'm going to stockpile it over here in autumn.
It's gonna make a 14, so that means he has to have a fool.
He has a fool in his hand, and more importantly, the Illimat will rotate.
So it
Now.
turns the winter over here, so it cannot be harvested.
Correct.
Question.
Yes.
Okay, so it doesn't go in this little kitty corner, it just stays.
It can stay in there, yes.
Okay, got it.
That was something I misunderstood. But yes, it's basically part of the field.
You can see that it adds up to 14. I
Yes.
get it. It works. All right.
Okay. Now,
Also, there is no limit to the number of cards that can be in a field.
Oh, but he rotated that to winter, so it can't be harvested.
yeah, he basically
it.
He needs someone else to rotate it.
I do.
It shan't be me because while I am playing a face card, I am playing the Fool of Summer for a 14 here, which means it's not ruling, it's not rotating, but 6 and 5 and 3 still makes 14. So yoink.
Yeah, I shouldn't have played that.
So what are you doing then? Are you going to be flipping a luminary, or are you going to be taking an Ocus?
That's a great question.
I want to see what the luminaries.
I kind of do too. So while it's not probably the most strategic of options, I want to see what it does. So we are going to flip the Forest Queen. So, according to my nice little book here,
Like tarot cards.
kinda, yeah. The Forest Queen. It is always summer in the field of the Forest Queen. When the Forest Queen is revealed, turn the Illimat so it is summer in her field. As long as the Forest Queen is on the board, the seasons do not change for any reason.
Fucking Forest Queen.
Queen, you may immediately turn the Illimat to any new position.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
You know what? That didn't give me a point, but it made me feel good.
That
It
is
gave you,
really
it gave you a nice
fucking
warm
funny.
feeling, like summer, right in the right,
Just right there.
right there in the heart.
Yeah, that felt great.
God damn it.
Blessings of the Forest Queen upon you all.
Let's re-sow that field.
Let's resow the field. We're going to reveal a luminary, so.
Oh, God.
All in favor of not harvesting that field down to nothing.
Oh, and now it's all winter cards in that field.
Also, hello, board game bar.
Hey, board game bard. Well,
Greetings, board game bar. Thanks for joining us.
and then I'm going to draw back up to 4. I'm going to enjoy the fact that I ruined Nathan's entire day. Fantastic, Callahan.
God, that is
Absolutely fine.
funny as fuck.
My move that I had planned out is worthless.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Hey, if it helps,
I love this game already.
my only 2 good moves are already shot shit too. So
I don't want to do anything.
Well, you have to do something.
Well, I don't want to.
Your compliance is
don't
not a
have-
factor.
yeah, you don't
Obey
have
the
a
Forest
choice.
Queen.
God, there were so many ways that could have gone, and it picked the one
They
that
just ruined it.
pure fucking me.
Fucking brewage.
All right.
It sounds like it also ruined his day.
I'm going to.
I've got a
so there can be more than 3 cards.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no limit to the cards in the field.
Yep.
Then I will sow. And.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
That's funny as fuck.
Oh, that was.
Oh, that was so good.
That was
That was so good. It should be fattening.
perfect. It's funny as shit.
I can't wait to see what the rest of them do. It'll be great. Nobody ruined my career like I ruined Nathan's.
Goddamn right.
Fine.
Probably. This is pretty backbreaking for what he did.
Yeah.
I could put this over there.
It also makes the face cards a lot safer to put out if you like the current position of the board at the moment,
That's true.
which is pretty neat.
You stockpile there, but I could stockpile there because you could do anything in summer if you believe enough.
You can.
Sure can.
That's the rules. Is it a face card?
All these yes, the knight is a face card.
Good news.
It's got a
I know it's got a title. I just couldn't remember if the book said it counted for flipping the seasons.
so that's at a value of 14 because he's got a fool in his hand, but
Full Nightwing.
So you can
can't
never
take
really
it.
have more than.
Correct.
Correct.
Unless a luminary gives you that ability. That's not what this one does. This one just says "fuck you."
Yeah, he just. Yeah, he just says fuck off and die.
we're just gonna sow the field
you
of
played
summer
that
with a
game
little
board?
more winter.
You're
We're gonna-
sowing that?
Yep, we're gonna dumpster that.
Holy shit, that's gonna be awful to get stuff.
I don't.
Yep.
I don't want to take it. It's. a
There's
lot
so
of
much winter over there.
Good. Belongs in the Summer Queen's port. It's fine. I'm sure Titania is having fun with all of Mab's bullshit.
I mean, it means that it's always summer in her court forever, and it will be a nice, pleasant, mild summer. So, maybe it balances out.
Although
balances out.
winter cards still count towards getting the bumper crop. You just lose.
You lose
That is
points if you have the most of them.
Yeah, but you could still
But
net 2
overall,
points.
you still net 2. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
But if you don't win the bumper crop,
Correct.
Indeed.
the bumper crop being all the cards that you have harvested throughout the course of the round.
Speaking of which, I think that I am going to try for that at least. I got me an autumn 10,
All right.
and that's oh look, it's 2 10s. Delightful.
Yep.
I no longer have the most winter in my harvest.
Don't worry, I'm sure that'll
We have
change.
many cards.
And then you draw back up to 4.
Yes, sir.
All right. We got.
Can you stockpile more than 1 card?
No.
So you can only ever play 1 card out of your hand.
Yes.
That doesn't appear to be the case.
It does have 1 in bulk,
All right.
so I assume so.
So you always play 1. Got it.
Yep.
My hand sucks.
Oh, yours too. Nice.
All right, what are we doing over here? What's on the shit?
You got a 9, a 10, a 5, and a 2.
12 and a stockpile.
12
that I
and a
can't do
stockpile of
anything.
14 that, yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
worthless.
Yep, and then you've got a 12 and a 4 that you can harvest and stockpile, but you can't sow.
Okay.
And then you have that lovely King of Winter over there
Well,
hanging out in the Forest Queen's domain.
I think that he needs some company, so I'm going to play this Knight of Autumn, and I'm going to draw back up.
And that doesn't rotate it?
No. Forest Queen.
Cannot
pretty
rotate for any reason.
So it has to be cleared.
Someone has to take this card before the seasons can change at all.
Okay.
Now, if you clear any field, you can take the Forest Queen.
You could take any lumin. I thought it was you could take luminary.
Any face-up luminary.
Gotcha.
But they have to be revealed first. I just revealed this one because it was closest to me.
Gotcha.
Convenience. Also, if you're still here, Death Scythe, or anyone else in the chat, how's our sound doing? Since this is a new sound setup, I'm soliciting feedback. But in the interim, Callahan, it's your turn for fuckery.
Yeah, I'm not liking my option.
The board sucks. There's no getting around it. The board sucks.
And I don't want to help anybody either.
Well, you're gonna have to at some point if you want something to happen. A little echo-ish, but otherwise very nice. How echo-ish is echo-ish?
Good question. We got so many mics here. It's kind of important.
We kind of do.
Yeah.
That's just begging for something horrible to happen.
Do it.
Ooh, do it.
No,
Do it.
Do it.
it'll benefit everyone but me.
Do it.
So I'm not doing it.
You should definitely do it.
I might sneak over to the other room and just see how it sounds real quick while Callahan's contemplating his turn.
Yeah.
Contemplation and things. Things in contemplation.
Oh yeah, I know exactly the thing we talked about, Oxy. I don't know how we fix that.
Our wish is that we can hear
Right.
more like the room feels empty.
Yeah, you know when you got kind of like that like
Oh, where there's like not enough sound
yeah, like
happening.
almost a reverb.
Gotcha.
Not
so reverbish. I could see where that would happen because now we've got 4 mics. That's double the input.
Yep. What you got,
Yeah, that's definitely getting snagged.
You always got the option of dumping a card.
Let's see.
You just can't.
Right, it's not bad, but I can definitely tell.
You can't do it over there. This would be an interesting game to play as a tournament at Gen Con if they ever did something like it.
like it.
Well,
You don't have to like it. You just have to suck it. Oxy says mostly Braden's though. So it's Braden's mic that might be giving a bit of a reverb?
maybe.
Could be. Could very well be.
I forgot that I had.
Not a lot of options.
Well, we got 4 cards.
You have 4 cards, you got 4 options, and 3 different things you can do with them.
Okay, let's see how that works now. I turned down the gain a little bit on some of them.
Hopefully it works.
Well, all right.
Hopefully it works.
And if I
would
put
just
any
go
more
break
cards in
inside
this
for a minute.
field, it's just going
Just
to
to test
encourage
it out?
everyone
Yeah,
else to
just test the mic a little.
Yeah. What did you say?
I said if I put any more cards in this field, it's just going to encourage everyone to score.
Probably.
So
Do it!
I think I'm going to play the Fool of Stars. I'm going to take this 14.
Ooh, nice.
But nothing rotates.
You are a fucking dick, sir.
Do we need to keep these separate, or I can just stack them all in one pile?
No, you can keep
your harvest goes in one
Your
pile.
harvest
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
All right, and I draw a card. Your turn.
Fuck you. This took my fucking plan. You tit.
The other option I had was to add another card there, giving people even more options.
Would have been real fun.
I did think about throwing something really heinous just on the Forest Queen, because
Doing that has literally
like another high
fucked
card,
it for
Yeah.
me.
you know.
Have you considered eating dicks?
Dicky.
I guess I don't have a choice because he just kind of whipped his out and plopped down the fucking salad.
Well, have fun. I suggest using cayenne pepper and lemon juice.
Spicy penis.
Goddamn right.
12, 14. That's got a winter. That's got a winter.
I'm over here with
I
no tail.
literally cannot harvest anything now. Way to go, Kel.
Time to sow.
He's so
You
good at his job.
I
fucking
did take
prick.
the only one that made sense for anyone, and made it bad for everyone.
Yeah.
Because my other option is just to make it better for
Can't do
everyone.
that.
I guess I'm going to discard this 6 of winter over here into the spring pile. Draw that. Hey, that sucks. Fuck!
Alright. I got me a 4 of spring, and I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this other 4 on the autumn over here. You're up, Braden.
I like it.
Don't forget to draw your
My
card.
go?
He's
Oh yeah, drop the 4.
Thank
Okay, well.
Mmm.
you.
Why'd you bring me a mess? You brought me a mess.
I've got my plan. It's a bad plan, but I got it.
But it is a plan.
He's being a dick.
It sounds right.
He's being a dick, and I don't like it.
Yeah, it sounds right.
He whipped it out and plopped it in the salad.
That's what I do.
Like, you can still eat the salad, but there's just now a dick in it.
It was the salad's fault for being there. You need around it.
So Rory.
You sowed the night of
Fuck,
spring.
everybody's getting these face cards, and I'm just sitting here going, gee, that'd be nice if I could have
Why
one of
did you
those.
do that when you could have harvested?
Oh, he
Got
can't.
point.
Actually, he can't do that.
Why not?
It's the autumn field. You cannot
Oh, yeah,
sow to
you
that
can't
field.
sow. Oh,
you have
cool.
to. You have to sow that. You have to sow that night to a different field.
Or harvest in summer.
Yeah, but I put that night there. That was on purpose. Right.
All right,
you were
then,
right.
you know, throw it in mine.
No.
That 11's not going to do you a damn bit of good to harvest anything.
I mean, I could take
You
my...
could take. You could. Yeah, you could take one out of there.
That
It's
doesn't
still
feel like a
points.
good idea.
He's just trying to prevent somebody from clearing the field.
Yeah.
But it's going to take somebody else with a king in order to do that.
Yeah. I haven't been counting.
And there have been a lot of face cards that have played. Not very many kings, mind you, but there's been a lot of faces that have been played.
Okay, well, since I can't do that, I guess I have to... I am just going to do that. I'm just going to take this so that we can maybe get some things moving.
All right.
Draw your card.
I already did.
Oh, okay. All right.
Word.
I am going to harvest. The 6 and the 8. Or the 6 and the 2 for 8.
Rude.
I'm taking it.
What you got, PJ?
Ah, bummer.
Apparently he had that. Good for him. Fuck off.
Had to get that 2 out of there.
Yep.
All I'm doing is dumping cards, and Jackass over here keeps taking them up.
Yes. And thank you.
Start off really strong, and now I'm getting boned by the deck.
Congratulations.
At least you're getting boned. Now the score counter goes up. Is this played over multiple rounds?
Yes, this can be played over a course of rounds.
Yes, and
It
dumpster
is
in the
supposed to
fucking
be played over
7.
the course of 2 to 3 rounds.
Ooh, he
normally.
dumpstered a summer card.
Stockpile 2.
He can't do that. And now he's got 2 14s there.
Stockpiling 2. How do you stockpile 2?
He's in winter. He
Stockpile
can,
Yeah, he's got a full in his hand.
Yep.
So he's making a 14.
and now he's got 2 14s when that finally rotates.
Yeah, I understand.
Nobody likes you. And it's your face.
I'm like 90% sure at least one of y'all motherfuckers has a fool and is going to absolutely turbo fucking.
I played one. There was one that was already
You're
clean.
funny.
Well, I'm gonna play.
Three, there's 2 out.
3, 4.
Besides yours.
I'm gonna
There's
play the
one
King of
in the
Summer, and I'm gonna take the King of Winter for my harvest.
Are you going to pick up
No,
the frost? You're just going to grab Oku?
Or is he going to flip another card?
I'm gonna flip another card.
Interesting.
I'm gonna flip this one.
Oh.
So we have the river.
I didn't understand that more than one could be up at a time.
Oh God, yes.
Yes.
So the river. When the river is revealed, deal 6 cards into the river's field instead of the usual 3. If, at the end of the round, you have claimed the river and you are frostbit, you gain 2 points instead of losing 2 points.
You mean, so everybody counts their number of cards in the hand?
Oh, interesting.
Oh, wait.
No,
I can't reveal that one because I cleared this field. I can't reveal that one.
Oh, you have to clear the field that
You have to clear. Yeah.
You have to clear the
You have to
field
clear
that you are revealing the luminary for. So,
Okay, so you do take an Opus.
yeah,
Or
I will take it. I will either take an Opus or the Queen. You know what? It is strategically smart to take the Queen here. I can rotate things how I like, but I'm going to leave them exactly where they
Does a luminary take its place then?
are. Good question. I'll tell you in a moment. There's a basic luminary and luminary for your own pile. Receive the field. Do not receive the field. If any of the following conditions are true. No one claimed Opus tokens, and you did not reveal. If you're going for present. Luminaries
but we do.
remains in place till the field is all cleared of cards. No, it looks like it's just gone.
But we do reseed the field.
We do receive the field. That is still a thing that occurs. And the deck's getting a little thick, so.
Oh, shit.
Interesting.
I do have the ability to rotate the Illimat as I choose because I took the Force Queen, but I'm not rotating the field.
You're up, Slugger.
Go forth.
I don't know.
You got a fucking king?
Nope.
Neither do I.
I'm going to...
I'm not sure there's a lot of.
I don't think I have a play other than, yeah, got a sow.
Okay.
Mother. Fuck. I can't believe you just drained all of the decent cards out of the deck and then handed it off to me.
Welcome, to what I've
Because
been
that
play-
sounds like something I would
Welcome
do.
to what I've been playing with this entire game.
You're up.
I'm going to harvest the 7 out of this field.
No, we don't.
I mean, I do.
Son of a
I
bitch.
have the distinction of being near 2 open doorways that are being covered by.
Sheets.
Yeah. They do the job.
They
just
do the
not quite
job.
as well.
Like,
Yeah.
overall, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's just going to be a matter of minor tweaking, and part of it may just be the room.
Yeah.
Like, it's still better than it was.
I'm gonna
I
put
can
down the
tell.
Queen of Winter to snag me the Queen of Autumn.
But that does rotate things.
It does.
And it might be one of those things that could be fixed by bringing the mic closer to me and to Callahan because ours are further away than PJ's.
2 of summer, 6 of summer, Fool of winter. What the fuck? Well, we know what the last fool is. Son of a bitch.
Now you're fine though, because you basically.
I know that I
knocked
can
down.
get that. I'm not sure he's gonna fucking let me.
But you.
I'm not going to let you.
I
So,
do.
did you take it? Do you want to take a piece? Do you want to flip something over?
I'm going to take the truth.
Because
I want to flip a card, but
it's a guaranteed
also
point.
I've got shit on the field I need.
Good point.
Okay.
But it is secure for you as well.
Yeah.
Your next play is pretty well set.
Yeah.
And then you get another one because you'll clear the field. Somebody sew something in there. Brayden, sew something in there.
Don't tempt me.
No, that was pretty much a command.
I have 2 moves that I can do. One, score me some cards. The other one will fuck Nate over. At least for a turn.
What did I do to you?
Nothing. That's the point.
You know what? That's fair balance. I've done worse to you. For exactly the same
That deck
reason.
is getting thin.
It is
Yeah.
getting thin. Actually, it is down to 3 cards. These are gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, all right then.
Yeah.
So the round's about to end. Is what I'm
Neat.
hearing.
Does it stop as soon as there's no cards to draw?
I believe it does. Let me verify.
Because that matters.
The
a
round
lot.
ends when all cards are played from the draw pile and that are in players' hands. So we all have to be
Play
carded
until
out.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. That's good to know, actually.
Yes, that is very right.
Okay. So that is.
Hmm.
Fuck! Fucking,
It's a whole fucking thing.
fucking winner. Alright.
See the
Fine.
problem.
You know what? I'm gonna take some cards for me then, because that seems like a good thing.
Yeah, see, I've got 2 really good moves. The problem is, it's probably not going to get what I'm going to do because Braden and Callahan are going to fuck me over. So there's
I
that.
was thinking about it.
13
know what I was doing.
14 over there, which don't help.
Nope,
me.
there are 2 14s over there. So unless
Oh.
you have a fool in your hand, you cannot grab those.
I cannot in fact grab those, which makes me sad.
Yeah, but you can sew something to that field to fuck with Fuzz so that he doesn't clear the field.
That's an intriguing development.
Do the thing.
Now I'm gonna do the thing in a funnier way.
I like funny.
I thought you might. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm
No.
going to play. But it's the only one I've got. Okay.
I have to pee.
Well, good news. I think we're almost done with this round. As soon as he finishes doing
I'm gonna play this here.
He played in
The
11.
night of summer.
okay. Son of a bitch.
I know what, if someone has, hey, they're gonna clean fucking house over it. But
Yes, son of
the
a
memes were too good.
Perfect! It was so perfect!
The memes were too good.
Awesome!
All right.
Oh, it was perfect!
That warms the cockles of my heart.
I thought it would make everyone happy.
I worked so
I'm
hard.
going to
play
harvest the 6 and the 2.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that, you cheap ass bitch.
It was the best play.
It was a good play. I can't argue that.
Okay, I got options now, don't I?
that. All right, go for it.
Options that I
BJ.
did not anticipate.
Yeah. It seems to me the closer the mic is, the less the kind of, it's not reverb, it's just kind of that faint, you're far away.
Yeah,
So if we bring the mics in a little closer to us, it would probably be okay.
that makes
But
sense.
did they say that everybody's okay except for you, or
I'm the worst one because the mic was furthest from me.
can we just turn up the gain?
That's not going to solve it.
Okay.
It will actually probably make it worse.
All right then.
Because the gain is already sitting at a decent percentage.
I'm gonna sew a 9 to that field.
All right, and we're out of cards.
All right. So we're playing until we're out of cards.
Into the indicator.
That's a shame. The river is really fun. Because it turns, if you get the river card, you no longer can be frostbitten. You actually get rewarded for being frostbitten.
Summer 9 to harvest that autumn 9.
Fuck you.
That was my plan.
There were 9 here. You could have had all of these. If you had a 9.
Yeah, why do you think I was holding the 9? And I'm like, yeah, I'll be able to sweep those 3. And,
Oh, you also saw that.
yeah.
There was what now?
There was a total of 9 there.
If you would have had a 9, you
Oh,
could have taken all the little forward. Yeah, and he's the fool for not taking it.
Well, okay, I forgot that.
Way to go,
all
Bart.
I can only see the 14 from here. So
Yeah, fair.
If you see a 14 on a card, treat it as a 1.
that's all right. That's all
Well,
right.
the oh shit!
We're getting raided.
Open up, Curly. This is a raid.
Hi.
Wonderful. Hello.
Glad you could join us. We were playing a round of Illimat currently.
I am going to sew this 7 out here because I don't want an easy clear because I don't have the means to do it myself.
But you did put another 9 out there.
I did.
You did.
I regret nothing. So welcome in, Raiders. We are Assorted Meeples. We do board game nights live on Thursdays. I also stream retro and indie video games on Mondays and Tuesdays. Currently, I am playing through Dredge. I am enjoying the hell out of it. I'm also going to move my mic just a teensy bit closer, so stand by. See if that helps at all with my reverb a little bit. It's not a lot closer, it's just a little closer. He's just a little guy.
You need to get it.
Just a little guy.
Indeed.
See, I can
hopefully that
score
helps a little.
points, but me scoring points is going to give Nate points too.
Texty
do it, do it, do
Raid!
it.
Welcome
I
in!
don't want to do that,
Counterpoint.
but I don't really have a whole lot of option because Chugglenut, the Gee over here, has screwed me over most of this
If
game.
we wait long enough, he'll have to play the 14 on the one fool that was left. And I do regret not picking that up.
He will not have a choice. He will be playing after me.
Yeah, but he has cards left. He doesn't have to do it right now.
I
Correct.
do, in fact, have points.
Yeah. He will be playing after me.
You
Like,
betcha.
I can wait.
Much appreciated on that. Mods on duty. What were you playing? Let's see what you were up to.
What
Playing
was
board
that?
games. What board game were you playing? Please do share, and what is your favorite?
Ooh, yes. You're gonna have plenty of time. It seems like PJ's gonna be here a hot minute.
Shot.
Green Arrow.
Green Arrow.
Have you broken all your bones back into place?
Most of them have moved now.
Ah, fair enough.
I choose to believe that his bones are an intricate series of connects.
I hate that I get that reference because I had connects when I was a kid.
They're so great!
They were.
I'm going to sew this 7 to the Springfield.
I gave them to my kids and they didn't like them.
Boo!
Kids are
I
rude. I'm gonna harvest that 7 with my 7.
Okay. Enjoy.
I will try. Thanks, PJ.
You know what? I feel that taking.
I'm not going to win.
10
My
is okay.
stockpile is fucking terrible compared to you
Yeah,
and you.
and I didn't take the nasty winter cards.
I am going to
Because it's
play
yucky.
a winter card.
Oh,
Oh, I am concerned that you did that.
You sewed a 4 and to a 4.
I did.
That's neat.
So he's either got an 8 or a 4 hanging out. And I don't like either of those things.
It would make me a douchewafel.
Probably.
I'm going to sew a 5
For much of this
to
month, I've been
the
playing through the
Winterfield.
campaign of Resident Evil, the board game.
Fist bump the petty.
I'm even liking
That
it.
way you can't clear it.
Does this moment unlock the penultimate scenario in the campaign? Excellent. I actually heard that was a decent adaptation.
I did not know that Resident Evil had a board game.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
There was a moment either last year or the year before where a bunch
All the
of
video games.
major video games like Metal Gear Solid got one and Resident Evil got one and
Fallout had one.
Fallout had one and yeah, there were a bunch that just hit back to back to back.
I'm gonna stockpile on the night of something.
Mother.
I'm getting some out of this shit.
That was gonna be my. I was gonna clear it. I was gonna.
Should have
clear it.
taken it.
I
Should have taken it and turned it.
I waited too long.
Exactly.
It's my own fault.
Well, well, none of that helps me in the least.
Thanks.
Nice.
These are worthless.
All of that, every bit of that.
These are worthless.
Have a 3.
That was a dick move.
It needed to happen.
Funny.
There's my 4.
Yeah, enjoy those. I'm not giving you a free Ocus because you wanted it.
I'm the only one without one.
I don't have one. I just have a.
Oh, neat.
Oh, I'm so
I was
sorry.
gonna take this 3 and grab my Ocus.
I mean, if somebody was going to get it, but at least it wasn't Callahan or Nathan, whom I've decided to war with this round for no apparent reason other than because I can. Although Callahan's is merely a war of convenience because I can't do anything else useful for me. There.
This is the card that I drew from the
It
deck.
is not personal, I swear.
Which is
the
why
moment
you're
I
never gonna get
do, I'm
those.
going away.
Because the moment they rotated, I'm like, sure would be a shame if the
I'm
King
down
of Spring
to the
dropped down in that corner.
I think most
Well,
of us are
blocking
down to
it
that last
again.
card.
Fool of spring on the fool of winter. Taking the bath out.
And it rotates.
It does rotate.
It does. Spring will go over here.
That's funny.
Oh, good. Actually, that's kind of hilarious.
And the last spool is out.
Yep, sure is.
So this makes it horrible.
Eat the dick.
For
Oh my god, you can't harvest.
I can't harvest them.
Jeez.
Oh well.
So
I didn't even understand.
I have the Queen of
That
Stars
was
as my
beautiful.
last card.
so he can rotate it.
I can
any way
rotate
that
it
he
any way I want, but if I put it right here, and I rotate nothing, I think I get exactly.
Do you have to rotate it?
You
to
do
it?
not.
No,
Okay.
you don't.
Oh,
In that
that's
case,
such a dick.
I will also not rotate.
Welcome to being an asshole.
I guess I could have sewed it out here.
It wouldn't have
He
mattered.
might have had a 5.
He might have.
I'm gonna put my King of Spring there, and I'm gonna rotate the spring this way.
Adaptation, cooperative,
You know what?
white war. Burned too much by the Dark Souls board game.
Oh man, yeah, you could have cleared the 2 there. I'm pretty sure I got the bumper crop.
Dark Souls is a fucking
No shit. Because you kept yanking
Yeah,
all my
yeah.
fucking
It
plans.
was a mean board game too, from my
So
understanding.
we
I
sort
would fucking
the
hope so.
suits out.
Well, to an
Well,
extent, you
we need
only
summer and
care.
winter.
You need summer and winter. Those are the ones you care about.
I only have 1 winter, so I don't think I'm going to be getting frostbit.
I think I'm probably getting frostbit.
I only have 2 winter.
And I sure as shit I'm not going to get Sunkissed because I only got 2 summer.
I got
Because
4.
I got fucking hosed. Because apparently I'm playing this game completely wrong. So
I
I'm
got
not going
5
to get any
winter.
bonus points other than
Okay, well, it sounds like you're the one who's frostbit.
Yep.
And total number of cards.
So he loses 2.
How many summer cards are kicking around?
I've got 5.
Not me.
That beats my 3.
Beats
So
my 2.
frostbit, sun-kissed.
So you get 2. For that.
And I'm just going to assume I don't have enough cards here to claim.
I ended up with
crop.
18 for the bumper crop.
16.
5, 6, 7,
Don't
8,
ask.
9. I have 10.
Okay, so that gives me 4.
Yep. All right, and then your Okus and Luminary.
Which I got none.
Fuck you.
I got 2 Okus. So that puts me at 2.
I also got 2.
So what I'm hearing is a bunch of kick Callahan in the teeth.
All right, so
I did get more points.
I have a point because I was able to score a Luminary.
Yep.
PJ, you have 2 from your Okus.
Yep. Nathan has 2 from his Okus.
I had two fools that the frostbite canceled out, so I just get it from others.
Oh,
Alright,
wait, sorry.
rules are
I have
worth things.
I forgot fools. So I got 3.
Relevant.
3's a fool is
Yep,
worth an
I-
extra point.
Yep, I also have a fool, so I will get a second point as well. I go to 2, PJ goes to 3, Nathan goes to 2.
Yep.
Callahan had bumper crop and Sunkissed
and a fool.
and a fool fuck.
So
You done
I got
good.
7.
So you are a million miles ahead of everybody.
You sure
So what I'm hearing is
Let
kicking,
somebody shut
kick him in the teeth.
Please do.
Well, Nathan, you are next dealer. So, and I will return the luminaries to the deck and the reshuffle. I like this game a lot. Like, it looks intimidating at first bluff, but once you get in, it goes pretty quick. And it's actually really good.
It's one of those things where the mechanics need explanation, but the explanation isn't actually very complicated. It just needs a lot of work.
Yeah, which I appreciate.
Yeah. It's a good time.
I also feel I owe you a public apology for the terrible things I did to you that game that I just leaned into after the luminaries just went, Nathan gets nothing and likes it.
No,
no,
don't apologize to him because he would have done the same to you.
You're all good. I got my...
Well, mine was a random chance hosing, so I didn't even have the joy of consciously doing it. It was just fun.
I just kept getting hosed by Callahan.
if I hadn't
Being
taken
one step
that,
ahead of me constantly.
if I hadn't taken that, the thing that was over here, whatever it was, I
Wait, what am I
would
doing?
have
He's the
been
Yeah, he's the dealer.
4 or 5. Like I would have. Like there were very few things that actually slowed me the fuck down. I wasn't doing as good as Callahan, but
Everybody gets 4 except for you. You only get 3.
you needed to kick my ass to keep me.
Now we need to kick Callahan.
I was gonna say, you still wound up with 2 points, despite, you know, the world being mean to you.
Yeah.
I only had one face card that entire game, except for the fool.
You.
Hooray!
Good.
And then let's get 3 cards on each.
Yay! It continues.
All right. We got
Interesting.
9, 9, 8, 6, 11, 5. King of Spring, Queen of Autumn, 7.
And to answer the question that I know is
10,
coming.
12. Holy
How
fuck.
did you do that, BJ?
I don't know.
To answer
That
the
was
question I know is coming, base cards
level
dealt from the
slide.
deck into the field do not change the season.
Okay.
that was a rifle, a stack,
Oh, hey there, Kronos.
another rifle,
thing,
and then a
Kronos.
Vegas wash.
Yeah, no, that is.
Look,
is
man.
impressive.
I got nothing. I don't know what to tell you. That's just poop.
Kind of is.
This board's terrible for this hand. Wow.
So,
Well,
who
dealer.
goes first?
Dealer goes first.
Cool.
That's why you only get 3.
Fuck.
Pretty much.
Oh wow, this is
Not good.
Yeah, this is a weird.
real fucking
board.
bad for me. There's not a significant amount that I can do.
Hey, guess what? I can't do shit.
Maybe if you try real hard and believe in yourself.
Look, this is not that whole one hit point in a dream thing.
I lived through that for so long in Lancer.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
well-
to see how that went.
I'll start off by harvesting Autumn.
We learned some things. We did good.
Go forth. Well, this improves things. I don't think it's going to help.
Man, I have.
Going last in this really sucks good. I may as well not even bother looking at my cards.
Pretty much.
Not that any of them really help me anyway.
Well, I guess I'm going to take the 9s because.
I had exactly one
Yeah.
freaking option.
Oh crap! It's winter there.
Yep, it's winter. You can't harvest.
It is.
Shit.
Eat a dick.
All the dick.
It's winter there. Fuck. Good catch.
I was watching it because I was also contemplating.
Doing
I was
that.
like, oh,
and you can't.
they're both.
Fine.
It is
I'll take
both.
this 7 then.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Draw up to 4.
And mine are poopy. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poopy.
All right. I can't sew.
Need to
that.
head off now. Enjoy the rest of the stream.
can't
Well, thank you so much for the raid and for bringing your community
Yes.
over
Thank
here.
you very much for joining
And
us in.
Please feel free to stop by any Thursday you like. We're doing all sorts of different board games. And if you want to see kind of what we've done, we actually keep a playlist on our YouTube channel because we simul stream over there.
Yep.
We have a bit of a backlog.
You will find over 50 unique games there, most of which are very interesting.
The Dominoes one was especially.
Oh my God,
hilarious.
Dominoes
was
is so
great.
fucking good.
That was so fun playing
Anything
that.
that we've touched with classic games is solid goddamn gold.
Accurate.
Why would you do something so bold yet so controversial?
Because he hates everyone.
So you see how you're dealing
on the first round.
I'm going at this girl!
So, what do I have that I can actually
My
play?
hand is really.
Ah, I have one freaking play that I can make that will actually net me anything. I'm just going to harvest this 5.
I like it.
And I'm going to take my 2 points.
Good choice. Good choice.
All right.
Or my 2 cards. Fuck off. Hey, cool. That does me dick.
Well, I see that there's a 10 of spring and a 10 of summer, and I just happen to have this 10 of winter, so I'm gonna go ahead and harvest these.
Lord.
Love you too, buddy.
Fuck off.
Well, it's good to see that Nathan hosing me at the start of the game paid off eventually.
Jesus Christ.
It was gonna happen.
I was
mean,
so mad
at
because
least
I had that
cleared up
11 and
the-
he hosed me right
Well,
off.
I was gonna say there was, and if you started with the 11, you could have just cleared the field.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. That's why I was mad.
By the way,
The maiden!
the maiden. Oh, which night was that? That
Oh.
you played?
That was the night of
That was
stars.
the Night of Stars. Do I want to move that around?
Do you want to?
No.
All right, fair
I
enough.
hate everyone. Actually, that's not true. I do want to move it.
Do not stock. Why is that? Why is that?
Because
Oh, he had
hate you.
12. You think?
somebody had a 12. Apparently, it was PJ. The maiden. While the maiden is
Dick.
on the board, well, don't worry, you're about to be very happy. While the maiden is on the board, winter has no effect. Cards may be harvested from the winter field. This effect occurs even if the maiden isn't in the winter field. So, congratulations, my exercise was in futility.
Utility.
Stupid maiden.
Restocks it.
Yep. We've got
Oh yeah, because I might actually get something.
11
Winter 3.
and a full summer.
And I will harvest that bitch right now. I'll take all of those. Thank you.
Wait. Oh, yeah, 11.
Yeah.
Gross.
Oh,
So what would
that's
you like to
fucking
do?
I played the
hideous.
Fool of Stars.
Would you
Can I
like to
kick him in the
change the
teeth?
board?
Well.
Well,
Camera's
before you
turned
do
off.
that, the seasons. Seasons first.
Oh, season first.
Motherfucker.
The way it is.
Cool.
God, that is fucking heinous.
And I'm going to.
Well, now winter has effect again, and it's Callahan's fault. You're welcome. Blame Callahan. I tried to help you and failed.
Absolutely disgusting. Great work.
Yeah,
Holy
peak
shit.
Phil. It gets my seal of approval, even though I wish I was the one making that play.
I mean, it was the perfect card. I was looking at it the whole time when you put it up there. I was like, man, I hope everything adds up to 14. And then it did.
And then I need you to reseed the field.
Oh, right.
So I'm assuming you've already drawn back up.
This fucking kid.
Cards in your...
All right.
Swear to God.
Fucking guy.
We got a 5 of spring, a 3 of summer, and a 2.
Jesus.
Okay.
Oh,
Open up,
yes.
Curly. This is a raid.
Critical hit games
Curly.
Welcome in. How
Hello.
are y'all doing tonight? We're playing Illimat. Exclamation Illimat in the chat will show you the rules, or you can check out the sticky. Welcome in.
Welcome.
It's a good game. It is going fucking terribly for everyone except I think for Brink.
No, it's going terribly for everybody
It's
except
going
for
terribly for everyone except
Callahan.
Callahan, who's
Callahan's been
getting
getting
everything he
fucking
wants.
Millhouse everything he wants
that's-
right
I did
when he
get
needs
everything that I wanted.
But
Right.
it is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You think I'd have a
Play
10?
up to board games?
No,
What board
no,
game are you
no.
playing?
No.
No.
For those of you who are new
Tuesday.
here, we're Assorted Meeples. We play board games live every Thursday night. And we also stream retro and indie video games on Mondays and Tuesdays. I'm currently on a playthrough of Dredge, where I go through on a boat finding all the pinkest, Cthulhu-iest fish. I hate them.
They do it.
Damn fucking stockpile. Are you shitting me?
I didn't do this. That man did this.
I did this.
Kill him.
You'll get to play it
Fuck
winter of
Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
Oh, man. Well, welcome in.
It's funny because he hates me.
You deserve
Curious
it.
to know
You
what you're
fucking
playing when you
earned
get a
it.
moment. I know post-stream grabbing a snack and a restroom break is first priority, so whenever you have time, I'm curious.
True.
Indeed.
I feel that.
Gotta pee. Ah.
What you got, buddy?
Not jack shit.
Well, then, can you ruin somebody's dreams?
Nope, I'm just gonna stockpile there. Because apparently I'm gonna have the fucking king make this.
Woof.
Because I'm not gonna be able to score dick.
That did change it a bit.
Every
So
time
you-
I get one move that I can actually score with, he sweeps right in and
Question.
takes it.
Are you intending it to be a 4, or are you intending it to be 2?
He stockpiled.
A stockpile.
I know.
It's a 4.
It could be either, that's why I'm asking.
It is a 4.
Okay.
Oh, you can just put multiple.
Oh, but he didn't combine with a card. I think you have to combine with a card for either of the stockpiles.
But he did.
One
I
or more
did. I
cards in the
combined it
field.
with the 2
Oh, yeah,
that was
yeah,
already up there.
Yeah, you combine the 2 with the 2 to make a 4.
Correct.
Stagger multiple cards with the same value, or... Okay, and so you've got a 4 in your hand. Okay, cool.
I believe him.
Yep, I do. I just want to make sure that we're covering that because stockpile is the most complicated action.
It is. I got me an autumn 5, and I'm gonna use it to harvest that spring 5.
Ah, you did prevent him from clearing the field.
That was a
There
good
you
thing
go.
to do. You did it good. All right, the board is. Hey, look, the board is still full of 9s, and it's not winter over there anymore.
Oh, hey.
Oh yeah, I had no fucking knives that entire time. What the hell?
And then I'm going to draw my card, and we'll send it back to Callahan.
Now,
That is how we do.
What's your problem?
mates.
You're ugly?
Well, eat a dick.
So no matter what I do, I'm gonna help PJ. He deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna harvest
Of
that
all
3.
of us, yes.
Now harvest that 3. Draw a card. That's it. It's on you. You
How
go.
fucking magnanimous of you.
You're welcome.
Enjoy your 4. All right. Well, you're taking
Wait,
an Oku.
you could no.
No, he can't,
Oh,
'cause he
you
has
can't.
to-
It has to be on a.
Has to be on the same field.
Yeah, so I get to get fucked.
Well, you get an Oku.
Yeah,
That's a point.
Yeah, point.
Oh yeah, sorry. Here you go. You do that. You earned the privilege. Show us what fuckery you have brought.
Is that a 13?
That's a 13, a 2, and a 7.
None of these numbers are those numbers.
I can't spell anything with these numbers.
False. I don't have hope. All right.
Good. And he's doing his job.
I don't want to be nice to PJ, but I also want points more.
I could really use another face card.
Don't worry, he'll find some way to screw it up before it comes around.
You know what? That's
He's
fair.
naturally gifted.
Because he's a schmuck.
Queen of Summer on the Queen of Autumn. I'm just yoink that.
Jeez.
Hey, cool.
Oh, Queen of Summer.
That only other move that I could have done.
Congrats! You could now get the Queen of Winter. Unless they fuck it up again.
Oh, they'll find some way to fuck it up.
Oh, I'm sure.
Even if it means just dumpstering a card there.
I don't want to do any of this noise.
I would like to take this tool and go by. I like nice things.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
All right. Let me-
I also sometimes deserve them. I said sometimes.
Still do.
You deserve them more than that, man.
I've got to
Well, yes.
This does not help me.
Ooh.
That is a genuinely impressive amount of not helping me.
Yikes.
Do I risk it?
Yes?
I don't think.
Everybody's all up in their strategies, and we're meeting so many new people tonight. It's awesome. It's been a good stream. And I love this game. This was a great pickup. I can't wait to see what the expansions add now that we understand how the base game works.
Oh, right. There's expansions to this.
Yeah, PJ was like, there are expansions, and I just held out 3 of
Yep,
them.
and I'm
in my
like,
hand,
cool,
and I
we're
was
not
like,
playing
we're
those
not playing
tonight.
those because I want to make sure this game is easy to follow.
Yeah, not fucking tonight.
All right.
but-
I guess I'm going to make it easy for somebody with the king. Harvesting that 7.
God, there's so many places a king can go now.
Right.
That's kind of dirty.
Has anybody played a king to pick something to pick one up yet?
I don't believe
I
they
don't
have.
think so.
I don't think so.
I think I ended up sweeping 1. I got a knight.
No.
Nope. Nope.
Huh.
So we've got multiple sitting on the field, and nobody's played with them yet.
What the fuck?
Lovely. Easy point for someone. I hope it's not Flanders.
And I swept 2 fools in that, so there should be 3 fools left.
No, there's only. Oh, yeah, there's only 3 fools left.
Yep, that's how that works.
I'm going to stockpile the 6 on top of the 8 to make it a 14.
I
Oh,
see.
boy. Oh boy.
Okay. Somebody make that winter.
Yeah, that would involve being mean to PJ, and I can't wage war with all of you simultaneously, although
Well, I can't do it.
yours is a war of convenience and yours was an accidental funny, so I guess I'm not actively fighting with anyone.
Yeah. I'm more of a well-wisher in that I don't wish you any specific harm.
But I'll point and laugh if it happens.
None of my hate plays that will be coming are directed at either of you. So if you guys are collateral damage, I apologize now. I'm aiming at this.
Oh, this game is so knifey, I understand completely.
I'm sure a punch to the face is coming one way or the other.
It's just who's going to be the first recipient.
I'm aiming at him. But I can only do so much because you two are in the way.
I like it.
Did you just call us fat by proxy?
No, I called you in the way by proxy. If he was sitting across from me, it'd be helpful because then I could just.
I'm
punch
just
him in
as the
face
good
direct.
Lord made me, sir.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Not being a
and
fuck stick?
stockpile.
Stop.
What are you stockpiling?
That's a stone.
That's a so.
You cannot sow there because that is autumn.
All right.
Cool.
You can
Go
throw
ahead.
there.
Brandon was doing math. None of it made sense.
Yeah, that do happen. Okay. I would like to play this Queen of Stars.
Do you wish to flip the Illuminary?
That was okay. No, okay.
Or are you going to take a point?
I would like to flip that Luminary because I want to see what it does.
The newborn.
Interesting. Oh, I also do have to deal with this.
Spring is going to be favored.
We are going to just park that right there for now.
Not so.
Yeah.
And
And then
prevent you from harvesting.
the newborn. When the newborn is revealed, it reveals the luminary in the opposite field. Lol.
Fucking goddamn it.
So if the newborn is revealed in the field that is currently summer, reveal the luminary in the field that is in winter. If there's no luminary in that field because it's already been claimed, randomly deal and reveal a new luminary from those not currently in use.
Interesting.
So
Neat.
So there is a way to get new luminaries.
there
out.
is.
They
It's
just.
apparently right there.
So what is it?
The Union.
That's a spring thing. These are both spring things.
Yeah.
When you perform the harvest action in the field of the Union, you may play 2 cards from your hand instead of 1. Combine these 2 cards and proceed as if you had played a single card of that combined value.
Fucking
Now,
hot.
if you play a 7 and a Knight 11 from your hand, you may harvest as if you had played 1 card with a value of 18. At the end of your turn, draw until you have 4 cards in your hand. That's...
Interesting.
I'm real glad I made that winter.
It's my turn.
Sure is. Guess what you can't do there?
Yeah, harvest.
Yeah.
Eat shit.
Fuck.
Hi.
How is all of this so
Oh,
precision
one moment.
fucked?
One moment.
Oh, right.
Yeah. We need the new field.
There
King
you
of
go.
Summer.
Oh, yeah.
So
There's
what
one of
were
the other
king-
kings.
So pretty much all the kings have popped out onto the field.
There's
I think we're missing
kings
2.
somewhere. I'm pretty sure I don't have any. Yeah. There's 2 somewhere.
Don't look at me. I've got all low cards again.
That's strong. I like that.
All right. Choice.
Okay. And then let me check and see if the new board does anything else because we got kind of excited.
Relevant.
No, it doesn't. That is it.
literally
That is
just-
all it does.
It's literally just reveal its opposite field, and if there's nothing there, replace it and reveal it.
Yep. And if there's something there that's already revealed, it does nothing.
Kind of like a newborn, nothing.
I have to draw back up.
except eat, poop, and sleep.
Usually the newborn comes after the marriage, but I mean, what are you gonna do? It's harvest season. You gotta get your time off.
And he's a bastard. There's no way around it.
Fuck you too. Jeez. If that fruit had been any lower, Lucifer himself would have been handing it upwards toward you.
He has the best fruit. It is always in season, and all you need is a soul. Not even yours, just a soul.
It is
Great.
Is good deal.
You take.
Is great deal.
I am going to. So bad. All right.
I'm real glad I switched winter over there because that would have been horrible.
I'm gonna stockpile
What did you make over there?
another 10.
He made another 10.
Brody.
Oh, look at this.
You're grody.
Damn it! I mean, it's a very useful card that I got.
I'm sure that's not true.
Sure, buddy. Well, whatever you gotta tell yourself.
Not even a
Unless he's lying to make us feel better. Is that what your master plan is? To lie to make us feel better?
kind of.
He is lying very badly, so that does track.
Yeah, I know it's not strategically super viable to be reviewing all the luminaries, but the flip side of the coin is it has made the game infinitely more interesting.
It is very fun to just turbo fuck everything.
They're real good at it. Like,
really are.
they're just tailor-made for ruining someone's day.
Question.
Occasionally yours.
If you clear a field
Uh-huh.
and the newborn is still out, does it refill the other one then?
It sure doesn't, because it specifically says when it's revealed. Damn.
All right.
Queen of Spring.
Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
That's getting hot.
Not wrong. That's a real spicy board over there.
All right. That kind of changed me.
None of these circles make a square.
That does seem rather unfortunate for you.
I'm gonna stockpile.
I don't think. Oh, okay. So he made that a 16.
Yep.
I don't think you can do that.
Cannot do that because you
Can I
don't.
not?
You can't have a 16 in your hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's no
right.
16 in the hand.
My apologies.
No. This is how we learn.
Indeed. Stockpile here.
That's an 11. Okay.
Yes. All right.
All right, so 11. 8. Interesting. Very interesting.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little terrified of what's gonna happen if I let this ride too long with the Union out. So I'm gonna just take that.
Yeah, that was the play. Now, are you clearing the Union or are you leaving it out there?
Great question.
And
Keep in
that
mind, the
was-
Union's power only applies to the
To the
field
Union's field.
To
Yes,
the
I know.
Union's
King
field.
of Winter.
Which is about to get refilled.
Yeah, I know that. I'm looking to see
Yeah.
what I want to do first.
Stating for up.
Let me make sure.
Great job in handing him 3 more cards.
Okay, so you do have to take it in the field, so I am going to take the Union so that it's gone. You do have to take the Luminary in the same field as well, which I didn't realize. Hasn't impacted anything, but yeah, we're going to get that
I
gone.
already rotated the season. Let's refill.
Let's
Oh,
refill!
we can't.
We can. There's 4 cards here, but those. I think the other Luminaries are about to go away. Let me check real
Yeah.
quick.
There's only one left.
Yeah, I know. We see the field with 3 cards, blah, blah, blah. I need to see if the face-up Luminary goes with them. I know the face-down ones do.
I mean, the face of Luminary doesn't
I
really
think
count.
when you read it before, you said any
But might be
non-revealed cards.
I believe that's correct. I just need to verify. Taking action, blah, blah, blah. Illimat seasons, drawing up, Luminaries. Can't be stuck on the harvester, scoring around, perfect times. If you're in 3 cards remaining in the deck, remove all unrevealed Luminaries so the newborn stays.
There.
And then these 3 go out here, so da da da.
7, 4, and 6.
And I take the last one. I'm glad I took the Union because it would have been real easy to make a 17. Real easy.
Yeah. So without that,
Your 10s are open again.
yeah, that's the way that we're gonna go. Harvest those 10s.
Yep.
It's valid. Not a whole lot I can do about that.
Nothing I can refill.
Harvest King.
There you go. I mean, they're
Literally
they're
does not
point.
matter. It's a point or a point.
Yep. Do you want the
But we
verb? Do you want the
do-
newborn?
Well, it's King of Stars. He's gonna pick.
Do you desire to rotate the thing?
Oh, question. Interesting.
All right.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Well, they got me a 4, so I'm gonna take this 4.
Reasonable.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Go forth.
Well, I don't want to lose out on the opportunity to claim the points, so I'm gonna
Now's the time.
scoop that.
And that was the pool of
Autumn.
autumn.
I had been looking for a time to get rid of that for a while.
I'm gonna claim that 8.
Reasonable. So how are you guys enjoying Illimat in the chat? I think this is a really sweet game, and it looks like it's pretty easy to follow. Curious as to your thoughts. I'm really digging this. It's pretty deep.
Snag these with the night.
That was the night of.
Night of summer.
And I assume you are taking an open
Six.
and then
I get thick.
you get thing.
And hopefully I don't get fucked by having all the winter this time.
Would be fun.
No. Very no.
Or very yes. This is the duty.
Yeah, this is poop. No.
Well,
I can't score
You
anymore.
I'm gonna put this 8 because I gotta put it somewhere.
Don't get your hopes up. I'm taking it. Let's fool a winner.
Gross. You're a poop.
yeesh.
Cool. I guess I'm just gonna sew this somewhere because it doesn't fucking matter.
And that makes it spring.
Let's see.
I'm gonna sew.
This is 4.
Man, I wish I had a 5 left.
Yeah, preach. Well, I can't spell any of these letters.
I know, right? Charles got home just before we said hello. Had an all-day meeting in Marion today.
Gross.
All
On
day.
the upside, he's giving Garfield some overdue love. As it should.
The switches.
I
How do you
accept
have
the
2
premise.
cards left?
He hasn't played yet.
I took the last card from the deck,
Oh.
and I haven't played for my turn yet, so I'm going to be the last one of this game.
Yeah, he's the fourth of that.
I figure the dealer is always the last one to play.
Not always. Depends on how many reseeds go out. It can change who's last pretty easily.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the reason that the turns feel a bit slow is because of us.
Yeah, it's us.
We're slow as shit.
We're learning the strategy.
We get very thinky.
I've
until
learned that
we-
the strategy of this game is there is no strategy.
9. Yeah, you got.
Yeah, again.
I'm going to take the 9. Thank you.
Rated.
Callahan, I don't
King
know
Megan.
why you did that. That was the dumbest fucking thing.
You can't harvest from that. That's winter.
It is.
Oh, well then never mind.
That's why I did it.
Fine. Then I guess we're done.
Woohoo! Callahan wasn't stupid.
This time.
Clip that.
Or don't.
Yeah, don't.
Oh no.
Alright, so now we get to figure out the points.
Yes.
Alright, so you've got 1 coming from that.
I got a total of 5 now for points. I got 2 from that round again.
Cool,
How many winters and summers did you have?
Not enough to matter.
Yeah, as you learn the game, this will
Got 17 cards for bumper crop.
I have learned the game.
Anybody go over
The game's
17?
been relatively
I
easy
might
to
have.
learn.
Yeah.
It's the fact that my pickups haven't been happening because they keep getting picked up
Damn,
before I have a
16.
chance.
16. You motherfucker.
It was that sweeping fool that I did.
So you got that. Did you get any other points other than the bumper?
I don't know. I got 7, or I got 4 summers.
4 summers?
5 summers.
All right, I'm out of
1,
that one.
2. Nathan will be claiming Sunblessed, so 2 for Nathan for that.
And I got 3 fools.
Fuck you.
How many winters do people have?
Oh, and the maiden. So I got a total of 8 points this round.
Jesus.
Winters, I have 2, 3, 4, 5.
I have 2.
Thank fuck. It's all you.
I have 2. Yeah. All right.
All right, I have a point from that, but I have a fool. I'm pretty sure. Yes, I do. So
Yeah,
I get
great.
nothing
Great
enlightened. Yay me! I love this game. I am losing horribly.
I'm doing all right.
Shut up.
You have more points than all of
the
us
fuck up.
combined. Fuck you. Not doing all right.
It's only because I was there when the game was invented.
You know what? He's got us there. You can't compete with that
No,
historical.
I'm
advantage.
still not going to give him that much.
Hey,
You're the dealer. Oh, we need that.
you need that.
Very important.
I know I'm the dealer. Stop shuffling without one of the most important cards.
It's in there. It's in there.
Now.
He's now.
All right. So let's get some of these lovely friends out.
Friendos.
See what fuckery they get up to this time.
So are we playing 4 rounds or is it first to 17?
First to
First 17, so
Okay.
this is going to be the last round. There's
Unless
no,
we just
literally,
bully them. I got no points last round.
in a round robin game, you can't really do that.
I got no points. It can be done.
You
I'm
get 2
losing.
points and then you get the winner.
Have you
plus
seen what this man has been doing the last 2 hands? He has had luck with the cards like Phil has with dice.
You're not wrong. That's normally my bit.
It has been a royal teeth kicking for all of us.
Feels good.
He hasn't had to eat shit at even once tonight.
That's not true. I've had to do
So we have a 10, 3, 6,
a lot of summer in autumn.
10, 11, 3, 5, 3, and 7, and a fool, a 12, and a 2. Oh god, if someone's got a fool. Jesus.
Guess what I don't have?
And I get to start. There's some good stuff kicking around.
This one is fool heavy. This one's summer heavy.
No, that was a guess for what PJ has.
No.
Nothing good.
Oh, nothing good. Yes.
Oh, and
You're up first, Brady.
hold on. We gotta adjust this so that it's pointing at me.
Oh,
That's the
right.
rule.
Oh, summer always starts with the dealer.
No.
Well, no, the arrow always points at the dealer.
Oh, okay.
The arrow always points at the dealer's point track.
It's actually very clever how they did that. Okay, so that's how that's all configured at the moment. This exhibit is closed as I'm playing Queen of Winter.
Rude.
That was just the right thing to do.
You're not wrong.
This exhibit is closed.
Can't blame.
As someone who watched you do that literally last round, I learned my lesson and went, don't feed Callahan free points. Got it.
You know what? That's fair.
Let's see. I think
Do you?
not often.
Give it a try. I think you'd be good at it.
No, I'm really not.
The scoreboard
I
begs to
think-
differ.
I think it's must have been sheer dumb luck.
He is sheer and dumb. I'm willing to accept this.
Sheer dumb luck.
All right, we're going to rotate. Night of Stars.
What, you
Picking
want
up
facing this way?
Spring.
Hopefully be able to do tomorrow.
Where do
that.
I want it to go?
Here's the question.
I should be able to do that tomorrow. How have you guys been enjoying Repo? I've heard good things about it.
It is solid.
I've also learned that this game is nothing like Gin Rummy.
I have no comment.
I didn't say that. I said it had elements of Gin Rummy. I did not say it was Gin Rummy.
It has one method of Gin Rummy in it, and that is collecting cards of the same type. And that's not even...
The
It's
stockpiling
only-
is Gin Rummy adjacent.
It's only... It's vaguely adjacent.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to play more with you, Oxy. I just don't have time. Revo is real good when you get a big group of people.
so much fun. I posted clip in video game chat. Ooh, excellent.
Excellent.
Thank you for that. Also, how's sound doing now that I've kind of moved my mic around a little bit? Am I still kind of super echoey now that it's closer to me, or has it improved? Since you're here, Oxy, and you were the one who pointed it out. It is better? Okay. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll move mine and Callahan's mics a little closer to us. and then that should solve
Give me the
something.
6 and the 3 from the summer. I'm going to play a 9 and gather them.
Good choice. Very solid.
Well, a 2 and a 1 makes a 3.
Except you can't harvest there.
Cannot. So,
Oh, wait.
Autumn.
It's autumn. Yeah, he's just taking them. Yeah. I had it on winter and someone ruined it for everyone.
Good job, Callahan. Do it again.
Also, what would you like to do for completing that spot? What do we got?
The changeling.
Ooh,
that
a new
sounds
one.
hot. It's a horse.
That is a deer, sir, and I am down for deer trading cards with Space Baby.
It is definitely God. What's the?
It's a Bambi and a baby.
Skinwalker. It's a skinwalker. Is what that is.
So, the changeling. Once during your turn, you may exchange a card from your hand with a card in the same field as the changeling. You may do this at any point in your turn, either before or after you play. You can't exchange cards that are part of a stockpile. This act of exchange does not change the season. You cannot use the changeling on the turn in which you reveal it.
Interesting.
Gotcha. So you can seed, you can change summer cards out and shit like that.
Triple
Yeah.
has redeemed
No,
one
thank you,
size for
Travis.
3 hour.
That was going to be for me.
Hour?
No, that was going to be for me.
No,
Why?
I'm pretty positive we're going to toss it in.
No, that's
Well, either way.
pointing them all at me this month.
Thank you.
Oh, because you had the most wins last month?
Yes.
You have a 6, and a 5.
Jesus.
Winter, stars, and spring. Here I am with no tens. And the board is very 10 heavy.
Man. My goodness. My goodness. I am gonna play this King of Spring to take these.
Hot. Are you revealing a card? Or
Yeah,
taking one?
that'll be fun. Oh, hey, it's the Forest Queen!
Hold on.
God
Hold on.
damn.
Oh, well. It doesn't matter anymore. I was going to say it rotates to spring.
No, it
but-
doesn't. Just
Oh,
go
wait.
ahead.
No, it does rotate to spring, but this is always summer.
Yep, so go ahead and just neat.
And it just stays forever.
Okay, so the changeling shit is now basically just a trade field.
Yeah, basically.
Fuck it. All right.
What is the...
You swept a fool. You had a fool. Right?
Does it
Holy
look like I've got a fool?
Jesus.
What the shit?
Right? God.
Who would do this?
Well, I guess I'm going to draw my card because I don't really want to trade for anything that's in that field, so yoink. All right, well, have fun. Apparently, my job is just ruining it for everyone again.
I will take the Fool of Summer to actually sweep two fools. Or
Yeah.
the King and the Fool.
Yeah,
That's game.
well, he could get winter. We could punish him down.
And it stays summer.
'Cause I think we still finished the round. Scoring around. Luminaries, blah, 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 blah,
I
blah.
mean, given the time we're at, we might as well finish out the round anyway.
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah.
What the hell's changing allow me to swap out?
Any card in your hand for any card in the field, minus stockpiles.
Oh, it's any card in the field?
In this field.
Oh, in that
So,
field.
yeah,
Okay.
5, 6, and 6 over here right
Yeah.
now.
All the duty.
And when can you do it?
Either before or after you play, your choice.
Okay.
It's just those cards kind of
But before you redraw.
before you redraw this.
Okay. Did you get a fool in that original
No.
sweep? I can't remember. Okay.
I haven't seen any fool except
There's
for the
been-
last hand.
There's been at least 3 then.
Yes, I'm pretty sure there have been examples.
Okay. And he's got 2 queens and 2 kings. I have 2.
Okay, yeah. By the rules, we do still have to finish the round anyway. Because the winner is declared after the points are tallied. So if Callahan gets frostbitten, he might still not be done. But I think the odds are pretty shit because I think he's got a bunch of fools over there.
I ended up with 2 fools.
So yeah, we gotta
A
get
good
you
amount.
frostbitten and nothing else.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is very likely.
Highly unlikely.
But I like to dream. It's all that's carrying me through his bullshit.
I'm gonna play 8, take the 3 and the 5 stars.
Oh, There goes everything I had planned.
It's fun how that works.
It is.
Isn't it?
Also, ow. Gonna sew a 9 on spring.
Sure are. Alright. Well, I guess I'm just gonna sweep that.
Take the 10.
Rude.
Getting more in play.
The children!
We haven't duplicated one yet.
We got the Forest Queen twice.
Oh, that's true.
We haven't duplicated one other than the Forest Queen. And the Forest Queen, she's the queen. She knows what
The children. When the children is revealed, deal 3 cards if available beneath the children. These cards are kept hidden and aren't revealed to any player. When you claim the children, these cards are added to your harvest pile. You may examine them, but do not have to reveal their values to the other players.
Wait, what now?
So it's basically like the secret
get
hand in
them,
They
hearts.
go straight to your harvest when you get them.
Oh, that's cool.
That is really cool. Process. We have a 2, a 12, and an 8. And then I'm gonna draw back up and be cool. Because I like all this cool shit that's happening. It's cool.
It is cool. Go forth, Callahan.
I'm thinking.
Green arrow. I like all the nonsense that's on the board.
It's so much
Like,
nonsense.
I know that I have shorted myself so many points by just blindly flipping over the luminaries, but it's so fun to flip them all over.
It's so worth it.
All right. We are going to. That work.
You can't harvest over there.
Oh,
Yeah, you'll get nothing like it because the Forest Queen says no.
that means my hand is mostly garbage.
Good.
wonderful.
Fuck you.
Yeah. All right.
Once again, the Forest Queen is doing everything I want her to do, ruining it for someone.
That really is a short list.
I like to keep my requests reasonable.
All right.
Her Highness appreciates it. It also means I don't have to give up nearly as high a percentage of my soul. The greenest of Arabs approaches.
Stockpile.
Interesting.
That'd be
I
6.
see. So you
When can you activate the changeling?
Oh crap! I fucked that up.
Before you
before
do,
or
I do
after,
not have
your
a
choice.
I do not have a 6. I'm a poop.
Oh, he made
The
a very
changeling
cool
has-
I am going to stockpile that. I have a 10.
Fine. I'll allow it.
I presume that renders that information rather less.
Can it be useful? No.
No, only inconvenient.
Back from the longest chat? Well, welcome in.
It has been a hot minute since we saw your chat, Zenith. That is, in fact, a very long chat.
We have learned much of this game, and it is great. Highly recommend.
Yes.
This was a great pickup. I'm
It
super
does,
pleased.
unfortunately, favor count.
Apparently.
Interesting. Oh, that's cute. I
Oh,
love
he
that.
swapped it for winter out there.
Yeah,
Good
I
call,
love that.
Good call. Good call. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like
No
it.
notes.
I have a 9.
Well, he
Is
just
that-
does the pipe.
He just
swapped.
swapped.
Oh, you
Just
did?
exchange.
All he did
Oh,
was
right,
exchange.
just exchange. Fair enough, carry on.
It's fun because the rules change a lot.
Yeah, they're very fluid, but they're also very easy to follow because all the rules you have to care about are literally in the middle of the table.
Pretty much.
Take the 9.
These
Ooh,
also fun.
Yes. It is both those things.
I'll take the 7.
Flip it.
Flip it.
What do we got?
The Union.
The Union return.
The Union
Oh, wait, I remember
returns.
what
As a reminder, when you perform the harvest action in the field of the Union, you may play 2 cards from your hand instead of 1. Combine those cards into one giant card as though you had taped them together. Like a giant ninja.
All
We
is
have an
nice.
ace. We
All
have the
is
Queen of
good.
Summer, and we have a 6.
I see.
So, who wants to see something funny?
Is it you? I think it's you.
Wait, what was that?
12?
I don't think that added up.
8 and a 4?
Oh, no,
Or 8 and 2 and 2.
Oh,
it was a 10.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
yeah.
So the 12 will
The
not.
10 and, well, the 10 and the 2 will go under the 12. Or,
I don't remember what was on there.
That'll sweep it.
yeah.
Yeah.
He played a 12?
I played a 12.
He played
Wait,
12.
no, sorry.
Yes,
No,
it
yeah, there was
like
a 10
this.
and a 2 and
Yeah.
a 12.
Yeah. So,
So-
these
10 and
2
2
add up
is
to 12.
Yeah.
That is a 12, so I can take them all.
Yep.
So
He can make 2 12s, so he
Was
gets
there was another 2 out there?
Yeah, there was another 2 just vibing by itself.
because you made the 8 into a 10
You did.
because you had a 10 in your hand.
Yeah,
No.
we had.
God, what did I... Oh,
There was-
right. I couldn't do it the other way around.
Yeah, right. So I'm just taking all of them.
That sucks to be me.
And I'm also
That was-
going to take the children.
That was going to be my move.
Well, I assumed that's what you were
Secret
saying.
cards.
Those are fun cards. Okay. Fuck. Well, that feels good, and I'm going to put out some more friends.
Guess I won't be getting bumper crop.
I'm trying real hard to stop you.
All right.
Don't worry, Callahan.
The union applies to only
I'll
that
have
field.
Only that field.
Okay.
Oh, and I get to draw back. Yay for me. Yeah, that was fun. I was like, Callahan set me up perfectly.
Gross.
Thank you for all these free cards and the children. Well, I'm just going to keep pronouncing that way for the lulls because they're the children.
As it should be.
Up the corn. All right.
You're just mad because you don't get to see what secret cards are.
A little bit.
There could be 6 fools under there. You don't know.
I don't have to clear anymore. All right.
I broke him.
All of my moves.
Finally, something didn't turn up for Callahan the way he wanted.
It's about goddamn time.
Right? It's a futile gesture,
Doesn't seem fair.
but I'm doing my best.
Well, he's dick to
All
play
right.
cards.
Let's see. Okay, so I can tape cards together.
Yes.
They were messy.
Does that help me?
It has to equal
Brussels
the
sprouts. I
exact
missed my
amount.
window this year. Oh.
That's
So if you
unfortunate.
cannot make it equal the exact amount, no, it will not help you.
Oh, that might help. That is a lot of cards.
But
You know
does
what?
it?
Let's go ahead and do that. I am going to play the Fool of Stars and the Knight of Summer to pick up the Queen.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
That
I'll-
hurts.
And then I'll draw 2.
Yeah, I don't like that. It makes everything harder. Also, why do you keep getting all the fools? Jesus.
So he's a fool. You know,
You know-
no, that fucking tracks.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I accept your
Fair
logic.
fucking enough.
Gravity.
Yeah.
Knight of Autumn and a 5.
Brody. All right.
Okay.
What would you like to take? Would you like to take the Union or an Oku? Oh, good. And we're down to our last card. Not that it matters. All the luminaries are revealed, so they get to stay. Because we like them. They're nice.
No, did you claim the children?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they're not there anymore.
Got it.
I'm
Got
going
it.
to take the children because I don't want him using the power against
Oh, you're
us.
taking the Union. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
I don't want him using the power against us.
He would. He's a bad man. He'll hurt us.
The King of Autumn.
So fucking dumb. Wait, I forgot to draw my last card.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
fucking
enjoy it.
bones and I. Fuck.
Yes. Indeed. Fuck.
The only good thing is I can say is that the Forest Queen has made the Chameleon
Yep.
absolutely suck.
I can take a 4.
Taking a 4.
You know what? That's fair. I can't argue that.
Chameleon makes the Forest Queen suck for why?
No, the Forest Queen is making the chameleon suck because it's winter over there forever.
Because it can't rotate, right?
Correct.
That's just its
Yeah,
home
you
now.
only get to cycle things out when you put shit in.
Well, I guess I'm gonna.
Well, you can't harvest it. You can swap the cards out.
Yeah,
So people have to dump their garbage in there first,
Yeah.
so it doesn't get cycled.
correct. Feels a little bad.
Helped me out. Dumped one of my winter cards that was completely fucking useless to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. What have I got here? I'm gonna take this.
Fuck you.
I wanted Callahan not to have it.
You know what? That's good.
It is fair.
You should want him not to have this.
Mostly because I had this nice sunny 7 that I could use to start fighting him on that axis.
That's what I have in my hand, Nate.
Yes, but yours isn't
Okay.
a summer. Summer is
going to
important
take
for
this
fighting
and-
Callahan's dreams.
Taking the 10.
Cool.
You're a
great, good talk.
duty.
I am a duty. Doobie doobie doo. Doo doo doo.
What's over there? A 2?
There's a 2.
Yeah.
Unlikely that there are any left. But kudos to you if you got one.
Yeah.
I mean, there are options. Honestly, your options aren't even all that bad.
No, my options are terrible now. Fuck it. I'm gonna sew a 7 there.
I just cleaned that up, sir. A 13 could have been cleaning house on this
Of
board.
course, yeah. I was gonna say I would have cleared that. Yeah.
Yeah, there would have been tons of places where that would be useful.
I'm gonna trade that 6 out for an 8, and I'm gonna take this here 6.
Wait, hold on. How did you trade the 6 up
The
for an 8?
chameleon is still there.
Changeling.
But he
you can-
changed a number. I thought
Yeah.
it had to be the exact same number.
It does not.
No.
Any card for any card, as long as it's not part of a stockpile.
Yeah.
Fuck. I did not know that.
I have a 2, so I'm gonna take that, and I haven't gotten to take one of these charming figurines yet. I want the lamp. Oh no, that's bird. That's PJ's bird. I'll take this Tifer.
Nice.
Behold, Tifer.
I'm going to play. You know what? I don't get stuck. So I'm going to play my.
You
can't harvest there.
That
The
is,
Forest
Yeah,
Queen says
that is eternal
no.
winter. Get fucked.
Pretty much.
Bad.
I don't like it.
Verboten.
Tough shit.
This exhibit is closed.
Unless you wish to buy, in which case we may exchange for fair value.
Or not fair value.
Or not fair value.
You could totally trade your fool in for something. You should do that.
You should
That
trade
seems
him
like
for
good
that.
value. Also,
Fine.
fuck you for having 4 fools this game. Jesus Christ.
I drew it on the last one where I got to play 2 cards with the Union. I got the fool out of it.
Fuck
Fucking
you.
hate
I ended up with 4
Yeah, I know. I've been
in
counting.
my hand, and then I got one.
You're
off
a
the board.
fool.
I got all the fools,
Jesus.
but I won't get to collect on it likely. At least
I dream of you not getting to collect on.
I don't
the
think
last
anybody's going to let that
one.
happen.
Embarrassment of riches.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You should put it out there and let someone else collect on it. Share the wealth.
There's no more fools.
Yeah, but they could exchange for it over at the
Oh, I see.
Changeling Meadows.
That was odd.
Interesting.
Why?
It's called playing spoiler.
You're up, Nick.
Confusing. Okay. Okay.
The knight for the king, and I'm gonna take him and the king of bottom. I get to go for a walk.
How nice for them.
Indeed.
It's very classy. Do anything.
I was just playing the odds. There's so many cards they're taking out.
Anything even remotely helpful I can do.
Not that I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's beginning to feel awful.
Well, do something.
You're gonna like idiot.
Fuck you, could be.
Probably not. Also, that'd be weird.
5 goddamn cards of winter this round.
Oh, fun.
Why do you think I've been using the fucking changeling so goddamn much?
Yeah,
I've been dumpstering my winter cards so that I don't have to take tricks with them because it's going to jack me up and I'm going to wind up getting frostbite. I would like to not end
might be
lower than
frostbitten.
5.
I'm gonna trade that.
I haven't been paying too much attention.
Yeah, I think we're reasonably safe from that in particular. Because Callahan hasn't been
Oh, well.
giving.
I can't
That I
harvest
think
there. You're
is-
fine.
I have 1.
I made a bad play. But that's fine.
I also have one, so you're probably
I'm gonna
safe.
put this over here because I think all the 13s are gone.
Well, I'm going to
just
play
couldn't let
the
me have it.
changeling to exchange.
It wasn't like I was actively trying to stop you.
It has to be
On
from that field.
Okay.
Yes,
He's got a 5 and 9 and 6.
those are your choices. They've been bad, which is why you haven't really wanted them.
Yeah. I guess I'll just take the 4.
How awful for you.
Give me my 8 back, since I'm not going to get a bonus point. Because Braden's a poop.
Braden
I didn't take the king. Nathan
Brayden?
took the king.
is a poop.
So, wait, you can't put the 5 there. It's autumn. You can't sew there.
Oh, might be.
You have to put
Enjoy
it
your
somewhere
bonus
else.
point.
Cool. Give me my burr. You jerk.
Might be. Sorry. I wasn't paying attention. That's my fault.
I choose to sow in winter.
Brilliant.
Sewing, not stockpiling.
Sewing, not
Sowing, not
stockpile.
stockpile. These are 4 separate cards. 2 of them are 9s. Fuck you.
So they are.
One of them's a 9 of summer.
Yeah, that was actually good. That's just no other
I
dice.
choose to trade this 11 back for this 5 and take this 5.
You know what? Fair and balanced.
It's cool. It's cool. I can't harvest there.
Nope.
There's no other plays.
Nope.
I'm going to sow my fool.
Good riddance.
All right.
I think I can beat Callahan on the bumper crop this time.
I didn't get the bump.
I fought real hard.
I actually have a contender for a bumper crop. But it's not going to be enough.
I sure as shit know.
I also got these in the children. So a summer and a winter are in the children.
You got 2 winters.
No, the other one's stars.
Oh.
The gray one is stars. All right, so bumper crop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
Got me
21.
beat.
You doing
You got
better,
me beat.
doing
got
better than
the
me
fool.
this round.
Oh, Braden must have picked it up in the children.
No, I didn't. There were no fools in the children.
I only
Oh.
ended up with 3 of them.
I did get 1 point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think someone got it. It was not me.
Yeah, I got the fool's fight.
All right, so I have the bumper crop. Summer.
I'm assuming you also have Blunt Sunkissed.
I only have 4.
I got 2.
I have 4.
I got 2.
What happens when
So
we tie?
you 2 are tied.
I am checking that right now. All right, because it does talk
Say
about
goes to the fool. Say goes to the fool.
luminaries are the primary tiebreaker. 2 players have the same score for bumper crop or sun kiss. The points go to the player with the most luminaries. I have a luminary. I have the children. So I have successfully blocked Callahan from his points. Now we have to see if we were able to frostbite them.
I got 3.
Fuck.
I got 1.
I got 2. Nope, I also got 1.
Braden got more than that.
I have these many. I'm so frostbitten.
That bumper crop came with dust. And then I just got the 3 fools then.
Well, that's still enough
puts you
to
at
put over the
18.
head. So
Yeah.
you're going to win, but I'm going to at least have some points at the end of the game. All right, so
I started with
Nathan,
2
you
fools in my
have
hand.
1 fool. So you will go up to 5. And then PJ,
I got
you have a
2
bird
points again.
and birds. Okay. So 7 for you. I have a Tifer. I have Children, Sunkissed, and the Frostbite cancel, and I have the bounty crop, the bumper crop. So I get 6 points.
Yeah.
Yay for me! I have squeezed second place out of Turnip.
You dealt me 2 fools to start my hand.
I shouldn't have let you shuffle.
As my starting hand.
You're a poop.
God, that's heinous.
Isn't it? Well, speech. Let's get on with it.
I do like winning. It is fun to have the crushing victory, where everything is just handed to you,
The good
and
news
no
is
matter what you do, it fucks over PJ.
Wow. You just can't read the telegram.
I mean, at least
that
he's
is what
acknowledging it. Holy fuck.
I mean, that is basically what
over
happened.
his skull.
The seasons favored me, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except for
And-
when they didn't.
The game made sense.
Yeah.
Lot.
Like,
Literally couldn't do anything wrong.
That's not true. I had to sow when I didn't want to sow and stockpile on other places.
the game didn't start going wrong for him until this round, and it was only
Too late.
inconvenient.
Yeah.
Right. It was an inconvenience. But I like the game.
Yeah.
I would play this again in a
Absolutely.
heartbeat.
I don't think this would play well as a 2-player game.
I'm not convinced it would,
Um,
but I'm not convinced it wouldn't.
Honestly, I think I would rather try this as a 2-player game rather than 4.
4 seems ideal.
There's too much chaos.
There's a fair bit of depth in that chaos, though, too, which is nice.
By the time the round gets back to you, anything you could have set up is either been already taken or has been blocked by
You
the
got a
season
plan for that,
changer.
like Fuzzy did.
It very
He
much
set
so,
winter
yeah.
on himself and he started stockpiling shit.
And
And then
then-
when it turned away from that, he'd be able to snap it off.
Yeah.
It was
And
just
then-
unfortunate for him that the Forest Queen showed up and went, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
we
true.
didn't even know that was possible.
And I was also also in a position to stop him from getting those from the stockpile because I had the ability to change it right back and dump it back to winter so he couldn't harvest again.
Which feels good.
He wouldn't have gotten his stockpiles to begin with. Stockpiling in this feels like a fool's errand. It really does. 'Cause all you're doing is setting up extra cards for the other people.
If you're stockpiling early, you shouldn't be doing
Stockpiling
it.
If you
looks like a
mid
better
to late.
mid to late.
It
yeah.
also is like the way that it is really good is if you have a good collection of cards, right? Like, let's say you have just
only
all
ever
the fucking
had 4.
all the fucking kings, though, or you have like 3 of the kings, and you know that some
Let
other kings
chaos
are playing.
reign.
You start stacking things up to 13.
Yeah.
Then you're okay.
Also, if you're
Yeah.
paying attention to
Not
what's been
necessarily.
played, you can actually really easily do that. Like, if you know you have the last 13, you could stockpile into just a shitstorm of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can card count reasonably well,
Which is pretty easy
I
to do in
kept
this
track
game.
in the beginning.
I cannot card count whatsoever.
Yeah, the good news is you only have to count to 5.
A bunch of base cards came out.
What also,
Really
it's also a giant memory game too. I'm not that good at memory.
Yeah, but not all of the numbers are important either. Like, for stockpiling, I think you want the big numbers, and then you want to try and pull cards from the field to build into those big
I did get slowed down a bit by having low numbers.
But
in my
also, you
hand.
have to have the same. You have to have the number that you are stockpiling up to in your hand in order
Right.
to be able to stockpile.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's why the big numbers are better, because it gives you more flexibility to set up for that.
Anyway,
I would rather try this as a 2-player game where it's.
I mean, it would probably play
where
just
it's
fine
back
at
and
2
forth.
players.
I feel like it would be
what are those
such a different.
Those are supposed to be what you would put
this
out
doesn't
here for
really
the
give you
score.
an idea of
But we
what
But we have the
other
meeples,
games
which are better and easier to show off who's got what. So,
we got fancy meeples.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, this was great. I'm curious what the expansions bring.
And it's a
Like,
cloth
Yeah.
board.
yeah, I also like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Like,
really
I don't
interesting.
have a lot of games that are cloth boards. Like, Phil has a few. This is the first cloth board game I've gotten, and it's nice. Like, it was a little wrinkly out of the box because we just opened it up for the first
You
time.
could iron it,
But you can iron it.
and it
It's-
looks like it's
it's
got
nice.
good stitching
I
on
mean,
the
you're
sides.
gonna have to fold it back up in
It
here.
could be better. It's not triple stitched.
Yeah, but it is at least double stitched around the edges to help prevent fraying or issues.
I can already see some like
Yeah, there's a lot
live
of it.
looping over here. It should have been triple stitched. It wouldn't have cost that much more in production to triple stitch it.
Yeah, but they may also. My understanding is that this is not a particularly venerable studio I bought it from. They're new.
Okay.
This is one of the things that you learn.
Really?
Because they were working in partnership with another group, which is where I got Cool from.
Cool is a fun game.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah,
Radical.
I really like this. I'm a little less afraid of the expansions because I think they change things up. There's a syzygy coin and there's a few other things that can change things up a bit.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where once you get the vibe for it, it kind of clicks. I think some expansions would be. I think there's some very good room here for the expansions.
Yeah, I don't know what all they bring. I wanted to keep it simple and easy to follow tonight, just because everybody's new to the game, including me.
Oh yeah, we would still be in the middle of the first fucking round if all the expansions were in here.
Yeah, and again, thank you all who provide the feedback for kind of keeping things a little simpler, so that I didn't even think twice about trying to include the expansions. It's just like, nope, let's keep it easy.
And the raids.
And the raids.
Yeah,
Thank you for all the raids. We got
raids
two
tonight. That
raids
was pretty
from new
good.
channels we haven't seen before. Thank you so much.
Real good to have new people come in.
It's really awesome to meet more board gamers. I know that there aren't a gajillion of us streaming on Twitch, but it is greatly appreciated.
It's true.
Yeah, that was Critical Hit Games Corona and Texie88. So thank you to both of you again. Please check them out and give them a follow. We never did find out what Critical Hit was playing for their board game night. I hope the Resident Evil playthrough goes well for Texie, though. That seems pretty rad.
That sounds like a very interesting.
Kind of makes you wonder if it plays sort of like Dead of Winter.
Can I see the other?
That's what I was gonna do.
Makes me wonder if it would
Here's
play
the
kind of like
cards,
Dead of
and I'll
Winter.
tell you what the ones we didn't find
We
yet.
did not get. We saw the river, but it never actually saw play. The rake.
Once during your turn, you must sow one card into the field containing the rake. You may do this at any point in your turn, either before or after you play. This ignores restrictions of season, and sowing a face card in this way will change the season as usual. When you claim the rake, each player must give you one summer card from their harvest pile, if they have one. You aren't affected by the rake on the turn in which you reveal it. That's...
So it forces you to discard, even if you, but it doesn't count towards your play for
You
the
have
turn.
to sow, so it makes it a lot easier for that. That board's going to keep moving.
Yeah. That's the only one we didn't see, though. Everything else showed
We
up.
didn't get to
But
play
then
the
you,
river.
but then you force the
Yeah,
other
the
players
river
to
was
give
the
you
one
one
that
summer
does
card
6 to
out
the
of their
field.
harvest.
And then
Yeah,
if
that's
you're
fucking
frostbit,
That
get
is
2 points
mean.
instead of losing 2 points.
If they've got some.
If they have
goes
summer
back.
in their harvest, which is a pretty good chance they've got a summer in their harvest, forcing them to give you one, that's up to 3 cards towards. That puts you in a massive jump out lead for the Sunkissed extra bonus of 2 points.
Very possible.
Also, if you're forced to sow with the rake, stockpiling actually gets quite a bit stronger because it lets you set up your own stockpiles.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I wonder if the expansions have any more of the luminaries.
Oh, I'll bet they fucking
They
do.
probably do.
I'll bet they fucking do.
Yeah, and a game I'm very happy to pick up. I think I would happily play this again at some point.
Yeah.
It's ironic that this is the first game I demoed and picked up at the con last year, and it's the last of my Gen Con games to hit the table. And again, it's not because I didn't want to play it, it was just the most intimidating one. When I actually sat down and started looking at the rulebook, I went, oh my god, what do I do?
I'm assuming that I'm going to get my Flickering Stars game in July. They haven't made any updates on their website.
Oh, that reminds me, if you haven't seen the pictures in our Patreon Discord, which if you're not part of our Patreon, patreon.com/assortedmeeples, $1 a month gets you in the coolest Discord on the internet.
It's a great place.
Jurassic Feud came in.
Yes.
So many fucking boxes. Oh my
I'm
god.
missing 1 box. I did not get 2 of my T-Rexes, but they are being shipped. I have talked to Vesuvius Media, and they are quickly getting my replacement dinos sent out to me so that I have 4 of all the Siege dinos.
Good to hear.
I have broken the boxes down and sorted them. That did allow me to get them all into the tote. Barely. With 1 extra box hanging out to show what it is and have all the rules books. But at some point, after next week, either the week after or the week after. It's just going to depend on how quickly we get things situated and figuring out how to make this work with the mics. But honestly, I don't think it'll be too hard. It should just be a slide over and pivot, and it'll be good.
Yeah.
We will be able to build our siege castles with our dinosauruses and shoot boulders at cavemen and knights. And shoot ballistas with beehives
It's gonna be so
for the
fucking good.
bees.
Bees.
Yeah, a solid
It's on bumblebees.
2 boxes are just castle pieces with the amount of the game I picked up. One for the white ones, one for the black ones, and that's not counting the Jurassic Feud pieces. That was just from the Catapult Feud pieces.
That's fine.
Is it meant to be like a 2-player game only?
So it's meant to be 2 teams. So you can either do it 1v1 or 2v2.
Ah.
So we will do a team game when we do Jurassic Feud because you're supposed to give at least 7 feet of clearance between the castles.
I was gonna say, plus we have
7 feet of clearance?
Table's 8, so
if
Oh, yeah, I
was gonna
guess
say,
you could
if we
take out
remove-
the,
yeah,
you
if
could
we
take
remove
out
the things,
the
then
back
we'll be
ends. That'd
fine.
be enough.
yep. So we will be able to do that. And I have extra ammunition
So this
and
is a
rubber
game
bands.
that is for normal people supposed to be set up on the floor.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. That's what it is.
All right.
Don't worry about it. We'll be fine.
I'm good.
It will be fine.
It'll be fine.
So we'll hang out on the ends of the table. We'll get our Dinosauruses ready, and we'll fire Capitolts, and
With bees.
we'll have some Ballista Bees and some Triceratopses, and it'll be great.
Do any of them have cannons?
We have Catapult, we have a Ballista, and we have another siege weapon that I'm trying to remember what it is. No
Trebuchet?
cannons. I don't think it's Trebuchet, but I might be wrong. It might be.
I mean, when you're talking about siege weaponry, there's
There's not a lot.
I did see
you got the
that.
tower, the ram, the catapult, the trebuchet, and the ballistas.
That was
I
a
think it's the
wonderful
tower.
spectacle. As I was walking my dog, I saw a teenager and his parents assembling some stuff with 2x4s and some weights in their driveway, and I called it correctly. I was like,
Kabuto
"Trebuchet?"
Sumo.
And they're like,
Like-
yeah. And I was just like, neat.
I think
Aim that
one of us
direction.
might already have Kabuto Sumo, Madclaw. That's from All Play. BoardGameTables.com.
I had it, but ended up my kids wouldn't play it with me. I picked it up because I figured it was something that my kids would like to play, and they didn't enjoy it, so I ended up offloading it.
Okay. I mean, it's not like it's a hard game to get.
Yeah.
A lot of All Plays games do fit into that category of big fun in a small box. It's just not all of them are hits.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Oh, I thought it was interesting, but
Right, but
they
we've
did.
also gotten games from them that were not as good as like Mountain
big
Goats or GPS.
Yes, GPS not that great.
GPS was rough,
Yeah.
but Sequoia was all right.
should
Mountain
stop.
Goats is great.
Yeah.
Lure was very fun, and I
Mountain
think will
Goats
be
was
better
fantastic.
with the expansion.
And the expansion for
Yeah.
Mountain Goats was nice too.
Yeah, the expansion for Mountain Goats was well conceived. I liked that.
Yeah.
I like both Mountain Goats and Lure.
I think they were both
very
good. And I will have a good idea of what games to kind of look out for in Origins. God, I can't believe that's 3 weeks away.
Nice.
We're just now getting through all the Gen Con stuff.
Well, the
And,
good news is
now
I'm
you've got-
flying to Columbus, so there's a
Now you
limit to
got-
how much can come back.
Yeah, so now you got a little bit
That's
of
not
time.
true. They have shipping in Columbus.
Shut up.
We'll see. Not only do they have shipping,
Columbus.
I've done it at Gen Con. We're like, we're not going to fit all this in the car, and I was just like, I'm going to UPS.
he also gets to
Start
decide what he's going to get at Gen Con.
That's also true.
He's
I
going to
have,
make a big old list. It's going to be great.
basically, what I get to do at this point is I get to kind of take the pulse of what's going on at Origins because it's much more board game focused. And then I'll know kind of where things are and what I need to pick up.
Gen Con's origin.
Hmm?
Which is ironic given Gen Con's origin.
Yeah. But Origins 50th anniversary should be a good time. I think
So,
there will be a lot of good
Speaking
stuff.
of Gen Con stuff
Yes.
and the Empire Builders.
And I'm looking forward to seeing the kobolds when I
I
go
think
back.
it's-
They're going to be at Origins.
Did you sign up for the Empire Builders at 8:00 on a Friday?
I don't remember when. I flagged it for you, and I think you got one.
I mean,
I think it's us three. So yeah, we will actually some of the meeples will actually have a game. We'll all be at the table. There are still slots open too on that 8:00 p.m. Friday if you want to grab a spot.
I am pretty sure that is when one of my Lords of Waterdeep qualifiers is. Because I...
night.
Uh,
Oh, you joined more than ones that you would win.
So I would have a shot at getting the qualifier. Yeah, I'm doing
Wait, you
both
can
the
do
10
that?
p.m. ones.
You can double. You can play 2 different qualifying matches.
Nothing in the rules said I couldn't.
There's nothing. Yeah, but you can't play
I
them
figured
both
they
at
would.
10 p.m.
Well, no, one's on Thursday, one's on Friday.
Oh, then fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
He can
They
take 2
have
shots.
qualifiers Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, Friday afternoon, Friday night, Saturday afternoon, with the final game being Saturday night.
I am in one of the qualifiers with him. That doesn't mean we'll be at the same table, but it does increase.
It in
the
fact
chance.
does mean we'll be at the same table because they were limited to 5 slots per qualifier.
Oh,
So-
we're gonna fuck that board. Oh.
Yeah, one of us
And this
could
isn't gonna
take
be us cheating. I'm just going to
conveniently,
not sandbag the shit out of you like I normally would.
and I will also not sandbag you the
There
way
you
I
go.
normally do.
Is it terrible of me to say I really wish Shane would go some year just to watch him just fucking sweep it?
Yeah. Who do you
It's
think
like,
I'm
hey,
gonna
Shane.
have coach me before I go?
I'm gonna tell you my
Like
strategy.
Shane comes walking back. Hey guys, check out this trophy I got. Lords of Waterdeep. Yup.
The reason that I want to do this one instead of the other one that was
Get the
going,
wood insert.
I get a wood insert for the for Lords of Waterdeep.
And if I get it, I'm going
yeah,
to get it.
which
That's
is
the prize
very
for
cool.
winning
Yeah.
the tournament.
Yeah.
That's
Like
what
wood-
they
wood
had one
insert.
for the
If you haven't seen how neat as shit the boxes are behind you, we could use a wood insert.
we could. Now
Yale could use an international airport, Mr. Burns.
now go ahead.
Are they
Let's talk
doing the
some
skulls?
strategy.
Are they doing the Skullport expansion, or is it just the base game?
It's all expensive.
Well, it's all expansions for the final.
For the final.
I don't know what they're doing for the qualifiers.
Okay. My strategy, and feel free to poke some holes in there, is going to be to cycle through intrigue cards as quickly as I can, trying to pull open board.
Depends on whether we're playing the expansion. As someone who loves the intrigue strategy and plays it a lot, I've gotten Open Lord. The number of times I've gotten it, I can count on one hand.
I have not played without the expansions in so long.
That's why I'm going to
might
probably
have
be
to-
playing some games on the online.
I might have to fire
Board Game Arena.
Steam.
Steam. There's a Steam version where you can play against terrible computers, but you can. It's good for theory crafting.
As I say, and I might just have to disable the expansions then.
Yeah, because you can actually turn those off.
That'll be fine. Lately, I've been sucked into. I had a slow day where they're just like, take 4 hours of emails
Well,
and then
thank you,
4
guys.
hours
We
of
haven't
chats,
been
and there was no chat. So I fired up Command and Conquer Red Alert.
Jesus.
Holy shit!
Holy fuck!
Remember that game?
I do. Holy
The
fuck.
only problem is
Yeah,
I
you're
cannot
kidding
find a keystroke on Steam, and I looked it up several times, and they're like, "Yeah, just hit a number on your keyboard." I cannot assign numbers to squads, so I'm flying all over that map constantly because I can't just call back to, "Give me my long-range rockets, give me my mammoth tanks, give me my helicopters."
Push the green button. I will remember to push the green button.
I nuked the shit out of. Actually, the last game that I played of it, I got a good foothold where I had them all just penned in with. I got a nice little wall of Tesla towers hoarding off the center gold pile, so no one could come near it. And then I just started producing demolition trucks and just driving them into their faces. So they
Literally
couldn't,
just kamikaze
they
you.
couldn't come out to
God.
get gold to repair things, and it was just an endless stream
Glorious.
just of explosions. And then I'm also, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna recover," and I'm just like, "And here's a nuclear bomb way in the back." That's bad too.
Jeez.
I also like flying in at one point. They didn't have a good setup, so I just flew in.
Is that the one where the U.S. gets the particle cannon?
I don't remember. I always play Russia.
weapon.
I always play Russia
Of course you do.
because I was able to give Iron Curtain, so I gave invulnerability to one of my like transport choppers, and I flew that in, so none of their SAMs took it down, and I landed that right next to their base and unloaded engineers, and just took their base and sold it. It's like, good luck not making anything.
Your base is now our base, is now their base.
He's
I will take
everyone
money
there.
now. This is true communism.
It's exactly. It's all.
Fuck, it
good.
is true communism. Oh my god.
It was.
My favorite strat is to play Northern Tiberian Sun and Subterranean APC Gold Engineers.
Nice. And then I got
man.
some Tanyas into a base one time. Like I flew in like a thing of Tanyas, Do you remember those?
I didn't
Where
play.
it's just tag, you're it. They go and they touch a building and it explodes 2 seconds later. So I just spread out and they had flamethrowers,
Well.
but it takes 3 hits to take one out. And I had 5 of them in there. So I was just running around.
They're gonna get a couple of buildings.
They
man.
didn't have much left other than flame towers. It was once you take out their base, they're pretty well fucked.
Yeah. Well, looks like it is 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we should probably call
It
it
is.
evening.
Hell
Your
yeah.
EP cards, friendos, so I can get them in the box.
Cheers.
Gracias.
What?
Give me Gracias.
Meeples.
Meeples can go back on the
Meeples.
shelf. Man, those have been coming in real handy lately. Like, they sat there unused for so long, and now we've had multiple games very close to each other where it's just been like, man, I'm glad we have these.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, this was good. I very much enjoyed it.
Yeah, this is solid. I'm looking forward to seeing what the expansions bring with it.
Me too. I bought all of them. 'Cause I was like, the game was so charming, and I was just about following along with everything that was going on. And then I forgot everything, and then I reread it during pre-show, and was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm on board.
Indeed.
But everyone have a fantastic evening. I will be back on Monday playing some more Dredge, because we have a bigger boat now. I'm very excited for this.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Oh, we're gonna need an even bigger boat. Those
Oh,
fishies take up
100%.
so much space.
$100%.
Classic Jaws line. There was, if
And
memory serves, I think it was improvised.
It was
I don't think he was meant to say that. He just kind of backed up because I don't think he was. What the hell was the backstory? He got surprised by the prosthetic or some shit, and he like backed up into the thing. And he's just like, "You're gonna need a bigger boat."
It's
And the
also-
director's just like, "Keep rolling."
also the best line from the movie Blow with Johnny Depp, where he's just like, "Is it He's like, "Is it 5.5 million or is it 6 million?" Right? He's just got a bunch of money. He's just like, I lost count. He's like, "Fuck it, I'm calling it 6." He's like, "Well, if it's not 6, then we're off by 500,000." He goes, "I don't give a fuck. They can deal with it." And then he's just like, "Weigh it." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Weigh it. If it's 60 pounds, it's 6 million. If it's 50 pounds." They were down to weighing it to know how much money he had. He's just like, "Where the fuck am I gonna put this?" He's like, "Try the back room." And they go into the back room. He's just like, "No." He's like, "Get the closet." And he goes over to the closet and he's like, "Closet's full." And he's just like, "How about the kitchen?" And he's just like, "We're gonna need a bigger boat." And they filled it with money.
I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna have to look at. I'm gonna have to watch.
Oh
that.
my god, it's so good. And it's a true story.
Anyhow,
Oh my god.
good night, all.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks for joining us.